So we have about 6 members. They're just live testing this, but the recording is inshallah going to be recorded and posted on YouTube.
Okay, great. طيب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Welcome everybody. I'm really happy and excited to be presenting in front of you today. You probably heard about all these crazy stuff that are happening nowadays in this world in terms of AI, software engineering, and things are changing rapidly. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Come in. So, inshallah, this class, it's about 2 hours and a half. Inshallah, we'll try to finish in 2 hours and a half. But inshallah, hopefully, we'll have more and more of these classes, as Fat said. Here at Medina Lab, the goal, as Brother Haris told me, who's the president of MCWS, that to really, upskill the community to to have enough skills, inshallah, to do an impact in this world. Not just, from, just to make wealth, but also to change, make a change for this ummah, inshallah ta'ala. So today's lecture or today's workshop is very practical. I will touch upon some of these concepts that you'll see here. Probably some of these things you're seeing it for the first time, but don't worry. If it's new to you, don't worry about it. Inshallah, we will decode as much as possible. There's no stupid question. Please ask any question that comes to your mind. I don't know what that is. Can you explain it to me? And that's what I'm here for. So we'll be talking about agents. You guys heard of agents? Definitely. Raise your hand if you have. Okay. Who among you is a software engineer? Okay. Who among you has written any code before? Okay. Alhamdulillah, everybody. Okay. Who among you is a machine learning engineer? Okay. No problem. Don't worry about it. You'll get there, inshallah. By the end of this workshop, you will have a sense of how to build such technologies. So I chose today Google Stack. So we'll be using Google Stack today. The reason is I want everyone in the audience today to feel what it means to build an agent for a real world application from end to end, build it, deploy it, and really say that I have built an agent. I know exactly what it means to build an agent. I know all the ecosystem around it. It's not just like, this beautiful type of, vibe coding, and then you don't know what's going on in terms of dependencies. So in the first 10 to 15 minutes of this workshop, I will go over the concepts. And then in the first probably half an hour or probably 45 minutes, all we are going to do is just setting up the environment for these agents to work. Now, I told you to bring a laptop, and some of you were like, in the chat, were like, oh, do we need to set up anything? I said, no, let's set it up here. Because I know if you're setting up things, somewhere else, you're not going to be doing it. So we will be setting up everything here. And then the concepts that will be in the beginning, that we will explain in the beginning, we'll have hands-on. Don't worry. If your coding skills is not up to the level, you don't have to worry about it. You have to get them up to the level. But I will provide you with all the codes that you need. So all you will be doing is copying and pasting. At least I want you to understand what's going on, why you're copying what you're copying, and what that code is actually doing for you. We're good to go? Okay, let me tell you a little bit about myself. But before that, so ADK, again, we will be building agents. The environment for these agents is going to be where? Google Cloud, right? Because every modern software is deployed somewhere in the cloud, right? ADK is a framework to build agents, right? If you're in machine learning, you'll be building your models on, let's say, TensorFlow or PyTorch or scikit-learn, right? These are libraries that is well known in Python to do such thing. Google came up with a framework called ADK, Agent Development Kit. Salam rahmatullah. It came recently. Actually, it was announced in April. I was part of the team that actually built this framework. I'm not with Google. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. And then A to A is just a protocol that we will learn about today, and we will actually build a server, to serve this A to A. We will also build another server for MCP, and I'll tell you what each one of these are 2 protocols and what? And a framework. So today we will learn how to build agents on a framework using 2 important protocols, and we will do it on Google Cloud. That's the summary, right? You will have all the code, you will have all the instructions, so don't worry about taking notes. I just want you to follow instructions. If you have a question, raise your hand so I know. Yes?
The Google Cloud, what is it? Is it like a bunch of servers?
Yes, servers in the cloud. They're just servers that you can access through a link. That's it. So it's a computer somewhere, right? We will be working with a terminal, right? And also we will be working with some GUI or something similar to Visual Studio, which is a fork of it. You will see, inshallah, everything. So the goal, there will be so many concepts, but don't worry. Ask, number 1. Number 2, you will see how these things are done, so it will be always stuck in your mind. So when next time you hear ADK or Google Cloud or Terminal or Shell or Spanner or all of the services that we will be using on Google, you will know exactly what they mean because you have actually implemented something with them. Are we good? Anybody previously have used any cloud services before? Okay, all right. If you did not, don't worry. It'll be a little bit overwhelming for you, but it's doable. This whole exercise workshop was made by my friend Christina. She works at Google. We used to work together previously, and she did it for, I wouldn't say beginners, but people who have written some code, have done some I'd say cloud work, and also are new to the whole agent framework or the whole agent movement. Cool? All right, a little bit about myself. So I'm Ebrahim Alareqi, born and raised in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, but my parents are from Yemen. 2004, we moved to Sana'a, Yemen. I lived there from 2004 to 2011. You all know what happened in 2011, the Arab Spring. So I was lucky to get, alhamdulillah, scholarship to come to US, so I did my undergrad, part of my undergrad, but my undergrad was in a university called UUM in Malaysia. So I did part of my undergrad here, part of my undergrad in Malaysia, and then I did my master's and PhD in Jackson State University in Mississippi. I also did my MBA from University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. I worked for multiple companies, notably C-Spire was one of the biggest wireless provider in the South, so I was a senior data scientist working for them. I worked for Volvo Cars in the autonomous drive function, so most of the things that you see in the EX90 was actually partly my team, whether it's the external sensors or the internal sensors. I did work for Google Cloud for some time, more of like consulting, subject matter expert. I was part of the team that built, if you're ever taking the machine learning exam, I'm actually one of the people that writes that exam, so if you need hints, come and ask me. I'll be more than happy to support you and help you. I was also with Google. Recently, we announced A to A. So I work for Incorta. It's a startup. Recently moved to this startup. I started with them back in 2016, I think, doing my PhD. That's when the company started. And Incorta is a well-known company in the data space. So we do end-to-end data management and analytics. We have customers like Broadcom, Netflix, Comcast. Broadcom, $1 trillion company, 100% of their analytics, all the way from ingestion to machine learning, AI, Gen AI, deployment, visualization, is actually done using Incorta. I used to live in the Silicon Valley for the past 7 years. I recently moved to this beautiful community with my family. My wife's family is here in Dearborn and Toledo, so we had to come home. Since I'm working with startup, alhamdulillah, it's easy for me to go back and forth. I was there for 2 weeks. In the past 2 weeks, I just came on Wednesday. So I go back and forth. So still connected to Silicon Valley. I worked for a lot of Islamic organizations in America, so you cannot be a professional. You cannot be someone in America without working with Islamic organizations. Very important that we contribute. So I worked with MCA, one of the largest Islamic organizations in America. It's the biggest organization in the West Coast. I was the head of Da'wah there. I worked at Yasin Foundation, is also there, WVMA. A startup I worked for previously as an intern called School City. Also Extrava. During my PhD, I used to work with the NSF, working on certain proposals. I was part of the team, if you heard of something called SINET. It's the most advanced networking computer or networking, a network that takes about a year to plan, a month, to erect or to build, and a week to operate and a day to tear down. So it's an experimental, things that happen every year. So I was part of it in 2018, as you can see, I love sport. If you're into sport, please connect with me. I'd love to run with you. I run marathons, did Ironmans. I love biking. I did break my ACL a few months ago. Alhamdulillah, I reconstructed it. Allahumma lakal hamd. So I'm back in the recovery mode. But inshallah, soon we'll go back to sports. So if you're in this, hit me up, inshallah. Oh, this one. You remember one time there was they said we were able to reconstruct the image of, okay, so my team and I, in my school, part of what we call Exceed, was the team that built the infrastructure for this research team to actually do this work. Yes, alhamdulillah.
Is this like an image of
The black hole, yes.
Oh, the black
This was the first image of the black hole back in 2019, if you remember. And some researchers in Texas, I think it was in UT Austin, they come up with they did the work, the groundwork for this. But my team, during the PhD, was the team that built the infrastructure for it. It was built on something called Exceed, which is part of the NSF infrastructure. Like multiple supercomputers were running together. Okay, have you been into a meeting where you see such things, right? Okay, and it's real. These agents, right? They're there, they listen, they take actions, they summarize, and that's what you see. So what's an agent? What do you guys think an agent is?
An AI that can take any actions.
First,
In real world.
yeah, first it understands the environment, right? Any software system that use AI to pursue goals and complete tasks on your behalf. So they show reasoning. Whatever task you give them, they show reasoning. They do planning, and they use memory to do so. And they have some level of autonomy. Most of the agents that people are talking about, we have two types of agents. You have workflow agents, and you have completely autonomous agents. Now, what do you think the percentage are with all the craze that you hear downstairs? Yeah, but what do you think the percentage of workflow versus completely autonomous?
Maybe 80-20. 80-20.
Yeah, actually 90-10, right? So all the craze you hear is actually workflow agents. In today's lecture, inshallah, we'll try to build some autonomous agents, but mainly they will be, most of them will be workflow. So the good thing about them, they learn, they adapt. If you remember, we used to have, are you guys familiar with iPath, UiPath? Some of these robotic, automation software, right? You show it a task, you go to like a UI, and you record how exactly you want something to happen to fetch a record.
The path.
Exactly, and then an AI will come and do exactly the same thing, right? So these were some form of agents, but unfortunately they were not smart. Meaning, if a small situation changes, it'll be hard for these software to follow, right? And are you using agents? Yes, of course. As of yesterday, I don't know if you heard the news yesterday, but ChatGPT became a big, huge agent, right? Yesterday. So when you go to ChatGPT and you click on here, you will see a lot of other tools. So these tools are actually what? Special agents. Deep research, it's an agent. Multiple agents working together to actually bring a very deep research for you. And usually it takes time because there's a lot of reasoning, connects to so many servers, fetch a lot of tools, and you'll see what's going on, inshallah, when we talk about it. So Because of this, you have a lot of agents that are out in every single domain. In content generation, voice AI agents. I don't know if you were here last week or 2 weeks ago. Some of our friends were presenting some of their companies. And basically, when they tell you we are an AI first company, they're actually building a huge agent that does one big thing. Business intelligence, that's what Incorta actually deploys a lot of agents now in the business intelligence world. Research, coding, so everybody is coming up with multiple agents. I highly recommend everyone to watch this video. I put the link here and I'll share the slides inshallah afterward. This video came about a month ago with Andrej Karpathy. Are you guys familiar with this guy? Well known in the software engineering / AI. He was the head of AI at Tesla. He was one of the founding engineers of OpenAI. He's now an independent, big consultant. But he coined the word or the term software 2.0. And a few years ago, if you remember, people used to build software, right? If, else, all these logic. Later, the models, the machine learning models came in, right? And then it was easy for people not to build software, but what they do is they bring data, they write some logic, and then because of this data, they find the pattern, and that thing will come out as a binary file, right? You'll have a binary file that you can now interact that makes decisions. Come from here. It's fine. You can come from here. Okay. Okay. Oh, that one is open. Okay. That makes decisions, right? So back in the days, you write a program, you run it through a compiler, you'll have a machine program, a binary file that does something, right? But then with software 2.0, this is between 2012 all the way to 2022 and on actually. It's still continuing. What happens is you'll write a program, you'll have some sort of a neural network or machine learning algorithm, and then what you'll get beside the machine program, you'll get a machine program, which is a binary that you can actually augment and use that machine program on the top of. It does classification for you, but it was very narrow. It will do one single task, right? But then with what Andrej is arguing now is say, if you are a software engineer, there's no way you can do anything without this new layer. You would be able to do it, but you'll be way behind. This new software layer is called the LLMs. It's going to be embedded in every single software that you're working on. And then to make that LLM, to get the best out of that LLM, you have to build a layer on the top of it, where you codify someone's experience in a form of agents. And that's what we'll be doing by the end of today. Highly recommend you watch this video. It's about 45 minutes long. It just describes to you where software is heading, right? Okay, so LLMs. You guys familiar with LLMs? You've interacted with LLMs. Just quickly for those who need to understand what an LLM is, you have a huge chunk of the internet, all of it, if you can. Actually, we ran out of public data, by the way. So companies now are buying data from Bloomberg, from New York Times, and they try to get as much of the proprietary data as possible. That's why your companies are telling you, do not post public data in these free AI, because guess what? These AI will get trained on this data. So a huge chunk of the internet in every single subject, biology, chemistry, public knowledge, you have about 16,000 H100 GPUs, right? Each cost about $15,000, all crunching with an algorithm called transformers. And then you'll get a zip file out that you can download actually in your computer. It's about 140 gigabyte file. This is are you guys familiar with Llama 3.1? So this is actually how big the file is. It's 140 gigabyte on your laptop that somehow has all the knowledge of the world. All of this. So you ask it a question, right? This is the Llama instruct, that's what they call it. You ask it a question, but it has a knowledge cutoff, right? The knowledge was trained until the last extract was end of 2024, for example. That's it. That's what we get. If you ask any question after 2024, who's the president of the United States, is going to tell you who? Joe Biden, because that's just the knowledge that it has. Now, that file is huge. It's small, but it's huge in terms of knowledge. It does math, it does so many things. And Every now and then, every week, we get a file out. To serve it is a big deal. It's not easy to serve it. So, but you can download it on your laptop. There's a smaller versions of it. There's a 3 billion, 2 billion, 1 billion, 30 billion, and so on. And these files, because of this now, we build some agents on the top of it, and we can do wonders. It does classification. It does so many things that we will be experiencing today. And that's you trying to work with it and deploy that agent.
Ebrahim,
Yes.
If we say the agent, it's a set of code that can act independently?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
How? Because it's using this file. So there's a software. There's part of the software that you want to automate, right? Let's say you're a company, and that's what we're going to do today. You're a company. You want to automate part of the software. I don't want to hire someone. It's a tedious task for my team. I want to automate this. Back in the days, someone has to sit down and write all the logic, right? And that's the regular workflow. Nowadays, because of these files, what we call LLMs, large language models, they're able to reason. They're able to understand the intent of the person that is interacting with them, and they provide the logic for what's the next step. And that's what we're going to be working today. We're not going to be working with Llama, since we're going to be using Google, as we mentioned in the beginning. Well, what are we going to be using? Gemini. We'll be using Gemini, right? But it's the same thing. It's a file, right? That sits, of course, it's not an open source, but it sits in Google's cloud, Shield. Nobody knows how they trained it, but at least with Llamas and others, we know exactly how it's trained.
What is the 70B?
70 billion parameter, meaning there are about 70 numbers. It's a matrix. It's a huge matrix with 70 billion numbers. You talk to these 70 billion numbers, and they answer you. It's crazy, right? Inshallah, maybe some other class, I can sit down and we really talk about how do you actually train. We can train, actually. We can train a small model, right? But these 70 billion means 70 billion parameter. There's 70 billion knobs that when you ask a question, somehow multiplication happen. You turn these 70 billion knobs in a certain way to get the answer that you see out of them. Mind-blowing, right? طيب. Yes?
So is this file generated for each prompt query?
No. This file is what each prompt is interacting with, right? So you ask a question, some multiplications happens, you get an answer back. That's why, and it's token by token. That's why when you talk to ChatGPT or any LLM model, you will see something spitting out, right? It's like it predicting the next token, right? Okay, so again, I'm a software engineer. I'm working with the same software that I've been used to. The only thing is I'm interacting with one extra file called LLM, right? And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the best out of it to behave the way I want it to behave by building what? An agent around it that facilitates that understanding for it. Okay, so back in the days, we used to write software. This is how I use, as a machine learning engineer, this is how I used to write the code for my neural network, right? And this code will do some classification for me. With this file, because I have this file, right, the LLM file, I don't have to write all of this code. All I have to do, I just need to give it the prompt. I say, classify the following review as having either a positive or negative statement, right? And I say, the banana pudding was really tasty. Okay, as a human, is this positive or negative? Positive, right? Remember, all of this data was fed, and now this file knows how to classify. Now, I just call the LLM, I send it that prompt, and it'll give me the response, and I'll print the response out of this file. And the response will be what? It's positive. So I just gave it an instruction, I gave it the input. What's the input statement? This is the input statement. What's the instruction? This is the instruction. And what am I expecting as an output? Positive or negative statement, right? This is how coding look like nowadays. But of course, again, this is just a layer on the top of your overall code. Okay, so previous years, 2023, 2024, everybody's talking about Gen AI, right? And we went from this LLM where every company started to prompt and train and fine-tune and bring the latest data to it, all the way to this agentic world. And let me tell you what happened. The LLM that you saw, the file, right? People started to prompt, but they're not getting the best out of it. The knowledge cut off, It's not doing sometimes what you want it to do. In the beginning, it was impressive because it was doing a lot of things that nobody have done. But now I want to do my work. I want it to do my work. So there's a lot of layers that has to be built on the top of it. Have you heard of RAG? Retrieval, augmented generation. Meaning, the Biden thing, I want to tell the LLM that, hey, it's actually who? Trump is the new president. So I say in my instructions, the new president is Donald Trump. So there's a search system that will go and retrieve the latest information. Before I ask who's the latest president, I give it more knowledge, like Trump is the new president, or let's say a PDF file that has all the names of the latest presidents, right? Or a book. And then it'll retrieve that Trump is the 2025 president, and it'll answer for me. So LLM plus the retrieval was not enough. Yes?
We have a question. What's the difference between these files in terms of each company versions of LLM? For example, Sonnet versus something else for Claude. What determines if an LLM version can act a certain way? Like if it's better in reasoning versus creativity?
Yeah, well, I'll come to the reasoning part, but every company is fighting, to release the most generic. They're after AGI. What is AGI? General intelligence. Artificial general intelligence. Just like a human, You teach it something, you tell it something, and it reasons just like a human. Everybody's trying to do that. But also there are some LLMs that are specific for certain things. If you used GitHub, and you use the Copilot on GitHub, that LLM that you're interacting with doesn't know everything about the world, but it's very super specialized in what? In coding. It's been trained on a lot of coding problems, right? A lot of languages as well. And then, beginning of 2025, we discovered something called post-training or reasoning. So the model is not only, you don't just give it very detailed instructions, it starts reason for itself. This is a whole nother lecture by itself, by the way. But I don't want to bore you with this. I just want you to understand that there's a file. It was not enough. We needed to augment that knowledge of the LLM with some knowledge. And it was not enough. Because now, okay, I got the answers, but I want to do an action. So I give it a lot of tools, APIs, web search, and so on. And we will do some of this today. And then, now you have the basic form of agent. This is what we're going to be focusing on today. Building at least one agent, and then other agents that interact with each agent. Meaning, I have the LLM, I have the RAG, I have the tools, and we will be building some tools today using MCP. But there was a problem. In the end of 2024, Anthropic came up with a protocol called MCP, Model Context Protocol. The word context is very important because LLM without a context, it'll what? Hallucinate, right? But to give it context, I have to give it RAG, I have to give it tools, right? So that it understands what's the tools that it works with. So they made a protocol called MCP, Model Context Protocol. So anything you see in this red circle, any interaction that happens between these three components and more, will be using which protocol? MCP. Okay. People started to build agents, but then one agent is not enough. You need more of them, right? There was another problem. Okay, now how do these agents talk to each other? Yes, we figured out how they talk to the tools, but how do they talk to each other? Hence the what? The ATA, agent to agent protocol. How does the agents talk about it, okay? So I'll talk about ADK quickly, and then we'll go into the real fun. Is this clear?
Yeah, it would be helpful if there's like a concrete example.
You will code something today, so don't worry about it, inshallah. Okay, so I just put this for you, the difference between AI agents, AI assistants. So this is Gen AI, right? This is the old way of doing bots, right? No intelligence, nothing. Some intelligence, a lot of intelligence without a lot of what? Context. And that's what we're building today. SubhanAllah, what's next? We don't know. But these things are evolving by the minutes, as you know. We're good? Okay, when do I know I need to build an agent? Everybody's building agents today. But if you really check, some of it is not even an agent problem. So if you have like a well-defined flow, then you don't need an agent. So if do A, then B, then C, then then you don't need an agent. Probably some code, right? But if you find yourself saying, oh, it depends, or there's so many things that you need to consider before you actually make a decision, at the execution time of your code, then that's where you need an agent. Okay? All right. And again, to go back to the why do we have agents today? Because LLMs have evolved. They went from just being able to respond with these tokens to actually being able to reason. Back in the days, if you remember, if you asked ChatGPT, which is bigger, 9.11 or 9.9? You tell me, what's bigger, 9.11 or 9.9? 9.9, right? But if you ask my son, who's 3 years old, he will tell you what? 9.11. He doesn't have the concept of decimal places. But if you give the LLM a tool, like the calculator, and say, hey, here's a calculator, here are two numbers, tell me what's... The LLM will start planning and say, okay, I'll take the first number, I'll try to divide it and see, add it to another number and see which one is bigger. And with the tool, which is the calculator, it'll be able to reason. So the birth of reasoning models, DeepSeek, O1, a lot of other models that came out, that's how the LLM is actually reasoning. So because of reasoning models coming out beginning of 2024, we have more capability. Not only that, the rise of test time compute, and don't worry about these terms, is just a way of us training the model after we have trained it. So post-training, a lot of advances in hardware. So back in the days, they used to tell you, the first LLM was trained on 4,000, GPUs, and people are like, what? Now 4,000 is nothing. My company owns 4,000 GPUs. It's nothing, right? Now, I don't know if you heard about Mark Zuckerberg, but he's crazy. And Llama 4, I think, was trained on about 400,000 GPUs or something. Yes, it's just crazy numbers. And these, they're being printed. Not only that, you have a company like DeepSeek training on a less hardware. Okay, and of course, billions and billions of dollars are invested in this. Okay, let's talk about the framework, because that's where we get your laptop ready, please. What we're going to do is we'll talk about the framework. Where are we in the frameworks? There's so many frameworks out there. You can go and write your own code. You can use something like LangChain. Have you heard of LangChain? LangChain? Okay, you need to hear about it. It's very important. That's how me in my company build, our agents. If you're a software engineer, you'll be probably working in this level. If you're a machine learning engineer or an AI engineer, you'll be working at this level. If you're an AI native company like Google and others, you're doing your own framework. But Google came up with agent development framework, similar to OpenAI agents. There's also other software like N8N, whoever, did you guys, okay, A8N. So this is for people who don't want to write code. It's called low code, no code. You go, get some, but what are you trading? It's like the more flexible, the framework, the easier the framework, the harder, the less flexible it is. So we're picking something in the middle. So we'll write some code, it's not crazy code. It's easy or enough for us to be as flexible as possible. What is agent development framework? It's a framework where you build agents. We will use the Python library. You will learn how to use it. Again, you're not going to write any code, don't worry. You'll be copying and pasting, but you need to understand what ADK does, Agent Development Kit. The good thing about this framework is it abstracts all the crazy stuff that you have to code. So all the models, how to interact with the models, all of that is codified already for you. You just call the functions, the sessions, you have a lot of agents. Each agent is talking to each other. There's a session, right? You know what a session is, right? Like when you start any software, you're talking to a server. So who's managing that session for you? ADK. Events, artifacts, tools, all of that ADK will be helping you do that. Also, we talked about MCP. We said it's something that standardized the way we talk to tools. Remember the REST APIs, how we used to, so REST API came and standardized what? How we do web applications. LSP came to standardize how we work with IDEs. And MCP came to standardize all of these AI tools. So everything is actually the same. We don't have to have like multiple custom code. everything is actually interacting with the server. And you will be building one. ATA, as I mentioned, if I am a company and there's another company, this company does a very good agents. I do very good agents as well. I want my agents to talk to these other agents. You have a barrier, right? The protocol serves a very good example here. They could have their own local agents. They could build it on whatever LLM, Llama, Gemini, whatever, and I could use whatever LLM. They could build it in ADK, or I could build it, for example, in LangChain. It doesn't matter. But this protocol is standardizing the way these agents are talking. And you will be today building a A2A server. You'll wrap your agent around it, and you will deploy it. Sounds a lot? Yes, it's a lot.
So, so the translator between the left and right.
Mhm.
So that works with any environment like that could exist.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you wrap your agents around A2A server, and the other one wraps around A2A server, each model will have a card. Each agent will have a card, just like when you go to a networking event. You have a card that says, what can you do? What are your skills? And how do I authenticate with you? How do I know you're actually from Google or you're actually from a certain company, right? And that's what you're going to be doing. Are we good? Don't worry, it's a lot of things. These are, guys, I just told you about a library that was released 3 weeks ago. I've been working on it for about 6 months with Google. So don't worry about it. I'm here to give you the concepts. If you walk out today knowing the main concepts and how to further, teach yourself about these technologies, that's it. But this is the future. This is the new software. This is software 3.0. If you're not doing this now, somebody else will replace you. Okay, this is how it looks. It's a little bit crazy.
Ebrahim, one more question.
Yes, please ask. I want you to ask.
This software 3.0, is there like a program in school, like a bachelor degree or?
I spoke to all my professors,
Uh-huh.
whether it's at Urbana-Champaign, Jackson State, and different universities that I used to teach, Cal State University, Dominguez Hill, and LA. None of this is still, this is new. It didn't even make it to the textbooks, right? It's changing by the week, right? Yeah, so this is what Google and my company helped Google actually to come up with this infrastructure. So we tested, so this is the agent framework, right? Which is the ADK. The ADK manages the tools and it does all the orchestration between the LLMs, the software, the writing, the APIs, the web search, all of that stuff. And this could be agnostic, it could be anything. But Google now, to make it easy for software engineers, they have a fully managed agent engine. Not only Google, by the way, AWS, if you're familiar with Bedrock, Azure, if you're familiar with AI Studio, and they have their own, AI. Every hyperscaler or big cloud company is actually doing this. And for us, for example, out in Corta, we have our own. I was the leader for this team that does this. We have our own agent framework that we call Nexus. It's the entire thing here that you can see. But for me here, I want to teach you about Google because just one example, then you can take this to any other company. Reg, context, data, that's also part of also the models. Google has something called Model Garden. We will be using Gemini today, but you could be using any other model if you want. There's hundreds and hundreds of curated models. Okay, so the agent stack we will be building, we'll be using Agent Development Kit to build this. We will use agent-to-agent protocol. We will wrap our agents around agent-to-agent protocol. If the agent needs to talk to tools, we will be using MCP. Gemini is our model, that file that we said. And Vertex AI, it's where do we deploy this? Okay, I built this. Where do I deploy it? I want it to be working. I want someone to go and interact with it. It's deployed on an engine, agent engine on Vertex AI, which is the AI platform for Google. Okay, this is how it looks in terms of stack. We'll be using Google with something called Cloud Run. If you're not familiar with it, don't worry. We will get to it. This is the overall architecture of what you're going to be building by the end of the 2.5 hours today, inshallah. There's an app called Insta Vibe. It's a fictitious app that Christina came up with. And we're trying to build agents to automate some functionalities on this app. But you will be building something called event planning agent, social profile agent, and platform integration agent. We will be using a DP, a database called GraphDP. We'll deploy it on Spanner. Spanner is just a service. Think about it as, what's a well-known database? Postgres, for example. Think about it as a Postgres. It's just a managed service on the cloud. We'll be using Cloud Run, which is our main place to deploy anything that we finish. We'll deploy the MCP server, the A2A servers, even the app, even the Insta Vibe. We will download it from GitHub and actually deploy it there. Ask any question. And to keep sanity of all of this craziness, there's something called agent tracing. So we need to know how each agent is actually working together. Google, because it's a fully managed, Vertex is a fully managed AI platform. They give us these tools to actually monitor. Any question before we'll move on?
When you say we wrap it with the A2I, what do you mean by wrapping?
So you will do the logic of the agent, and then you'll have a code, the A2A server code, and you'll put that code inside this server, so that when another agent is talking to your agent, it doesn't just talk to the logic of the agent, it talks through the card that I told you about, the A2A server. All right? So how many agents are we going to develop today? 4. Orchestrator planner, event planner, platform integration, and social profiling. I'll tell you a little bit about the app. As I mentioned, it's called Insta Vibe. It's not Instagram, but it's Insta Vibe. Social app. People go and post about what they do. And what you're trying to do is you try to understand what people do. And we don't want someone to manually go and create the events. We want agents to go and create the events for them. But to build these events for them, we need the first one, an event planner, and then a platform integration agent. We need a social profiling, an agent that goes and understands what every person on that platform is doing, right? To analyze like the friends posts, the events relations, the customized interest, and then the planner will do it, and then the orchestrator will coordinate between all of these agents. Usually, when we build agents or multi-agent system, you have something in the middle called orchestrator, and then you have multiple agents that report to this orchestrator. Make sense? Okay. All right. Enough of the talk. Let's do the action. Everybody, please go to bit.ly, Medina Lab. And don't worry, we got you covered today with Google Cloud. So everybody gets $5 for free to do Google Cloud. So I want you to just copy this or type it, right? Yeah, bit.ly /Medina Lab. Huh? Is it labs? Okay. Okay, my bad. Just do Medina Lab this time, and next time I'll fix it. Yeah, it's case sensitive, yes. We're good? Once you're there, you should see this. You should see this page up and running. Yes?
Quick question, if you want to continue, I can ask this later. But for your A2A model, it looked like you have communication with a card saying what you do and who you are.
Yes.
Is the processing of that standardized through enums, or are you utilizing LLM to figure out what the other person is?
No, it's a standard. It's a JSON file that has all the definition.
So the definitions are already predefined or hard coded?
Yes, and you'll see an example of this today. And by the way, with MCP came at the end of 2024. All the major AI companies like OpenAI, Google, and others adapted it as their main protocol for the tools. And with A2A in April, all the major companies came out, including Anthropic, OpenAI, and others, and adapted it as well. Okay, so as you can see, this is the lab. You will see multiple steps. You have about 12 steps. The most important step, by the way, is step number 13. You need to clean up. After you finish, if you keep these services running, okay, you're going to be in trouble. You might get a bill later. But if you don't have any credit card in your Google Cloud, then you should not worry about it, okay? All right.
Say that again, please. Say that again. Say that at the last.
Yeah, if you don't have any credit card associated with your Google Cloud console, then you don't have to worry about it. If you have something, and by the way, you have to use a Gmail. You cannot use your work email, please.
Like even if your work is Gmail, but under your work name, you have to.
No. It's like by Gmail, I mean at gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay?
Not add something.
At gmail.com, if you have that email and it's associated with a credit card on your Google Cloud console, meaning you're actually using Google Cloud and you have a credit card saved for these services, you need to be careful. Like you need to clean up. If not, then the $5 will just expire and they'll tell you, sorry, we're not going to give you anything. Okay, so everything about the app, everything I've explained is actually written. So if you want to, like after the class, you want to go back and try to understand more, everything has been written. But here it's basically explaining to you the app, what the app is about. It's a social app. And it tells you what we're going to be covering. As I mentioned, we'll talk about the foundation of ADK. We're not going to explain everything about ADK. We'll expand the agent capability with MCP, meaning with tools, right? We'll deploy a server and a client. We'll also design some agents. One is interaction and one orchestration. And we will do collaborative multi-agent systems that use A to A as how they talk to each other. And we'll deploy everything in Google Cloud. And we'll use a lot of Google Cloud services. Okay, everybody's here?
It's not letting me in. Saying the form was disabled or something.
Is everybody in this page?
It's case sensitive, so just make sure.
Case sensitive.
The
No,
idea.
I got to the thing. It says consultoria.
What's that? What is that?
I did the best thing I could do. Saying form consultoria is no longer accepting responses.
Is everybody getting the same problem?
There's no S, right? It's singular.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, you need a lab.
Yep.
No S, okay.
So bit.ly,
MEDINA, right?
yeah, MA.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's the last section.
Yeah, I know that.
My bad. I did this last night, so. Okay. So this is the architecture. Have you heard of social listening? No? Okay. Basically social listening, you have someone who's listening to what people are actually doing, like what's the vibe, what's going on, and try to craft some events based on this, what's happening in the app. The agent is going to be doing this for us. So imagine you work for Insta Lab, that's the mindset. You work for Insta Lab. Investors are telling us you have to embed AI agents, otherwise we're not going to fund you. So we're pressured to actually deploy or automate some of these functionalities like planning, orchestrating, posting, and creating events. And that's why we will have these beautiful agents, 4 different agents that will do things for us. Before that, the social profiling agent is going to be listening and analyzing how these users are interacting, and then it'll search the online resources for specific events. We'll find what's in that area that they're talking about, what's going on, and actually create an event for them. Also, event planning agent, it'll do the same. We'll find the locations. Platform interaction agent, it'll be using MCP. It'll finalize the plan and push it to the platform, and the orchestrator will be managing everything. Now, all of these agents will be deployed on Cloud Run. The Gemini 2.5 Flash will be getting it from Vertex AI, so we will be enabling some of Google Cloud services to work with them. Everything will be Dockerized. Are you familiar with Docker? Raise your hand. Okay, so Docker is just a way of that. When you have a software, it has a lot of dependencies, right? Python, the version of the Python, everything around it. So once we do everything, we don't want to do it again. We're just going to Dockerize it, put it in one image, right? And deploy it so that it's easy to deploy. And then we'll be using agent engine bucket. That's how you keep the memory of that agent. Agent Engine from Google, and also the Spanner, which is the database where this will be hosted. Don't worry, once you start interacting with these services, you'll understand what each one of them doing. But this is for those who don't know the services of Google. Vertex, as we mentioned, is the AI platform where everything AI on Google happens, including Gemini. Cloud Run, it's a way, think about it, it's a computer online that runs your software for you. Spanner is just a database online. So we will have this GraphDB deployed on Spanner so that it's easy for our agents to interact with. Artifact Registry is just a way for us to make our Dockers for every agent. Again, all of this is just what? Things to make things work. So you don't have to worry much about it, right? But it's important to understand them. Cloud Build, Cloud Storage, other services within Google will enable them. And of course, the agent framework, that's how we will be working. I already spoke about agent to agent. We will be using the Python version of A2A, so easy, simplicity for everyone. And the last thing is MCP. Okay? All right, let's do this. Click on this link, everyone. Make sure. So I'm gonna do this. I like to do it incognito, but it's up to you.
I get failed to get credit for events.
Okay. So
You sign with our,
Is it if we were using our Gmail for something else, is it possible?
it has to be, yeah, it has to be with,
the Google account?
yes.
But maybe if our email is associated with something else, is that going to cause?
It's fine.
Said he failed to get credit for event.
Yep, same.
Everybody is getting this? Ah.
Maybe it's a paid thing.
No. It's free. I just tried it. I can't call Christina, but it's the weekend. Christina is the one who prepared this lab from Google. So you clicked on it, right? You chose your.
I was already signed in as my account, but then
So make sure you choose your Gmail account, right? Nobody passed it? Interesting. Okay, you should see something like this.
I just see this.
Okay, try to do it again.
Go back to close this.
Maybe because all of us went together.
Maybe, but what about this credit hashtag? I think is that you say?
Yeah, it's fine. So everybody's getting this?
Yeah, even if I click it, sign in,
Yeah, sign in with your
Gmail,
Gmail.
and I'll get this.
Failed. Okay.
I get nothing. I think I'm a paid user though, so it might just be pulling up my credit card.
Okay, there's another way of doing it, but it'll take us longer time.
We're seeing the credit, but we're not seeing the Insta Vibe.
Hmm?
There's no error, but we're not seeing the Insta Vibe collab.
Yeah, you don't see this, right? Okay, is it the link? So everybody clicked on this,
It says here,
and you don't see this? How come I see it?
Is it because you're going incognito?
Try to go incognito, please. Maybe.
But it's connected to the account, right?
Yeah.
So we still have to sign in.
Yeah.
There could be cookies or something.
Just for some reason, it's. Yeah, I just did this similar lab when I was in California, and it was working.
When I
Yeah, go to continue. Still have the same problem?
Problem. I logged out, tried it again. Now I'll try a different one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can.
If you have another Gmail, try another Gmail. Just give it a minute.
Could it be an IP thing?
Yeah, it could be something like
We're all
everybody.
calling the same IP address all at once.
Yeah, it's probably because all of us from the same IP. You know?
At the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe we can then use hotspot.
It's rejected.
should we use the hot?
Yeah, if you have a hotspot, can you try it? Maybe that's I'm sorry, technical difficulty. Did not expect this to happen.
Use hotspots, still the same.
Still the same problem?
Yes.
Still the same? Didn't work, right? Interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to use another.
She white label your account? Didn't give it to you anymore.
I'm no longer getting the error message, but you know, I don't see what you see here.
Yeah. Me too.
Can you refresh?
Refresh. Trying to refresh.
Just click on it. Can you sign out and sign in again?
Okay. So these are my two accounts.
Yeah, just use one of them.
I do this and then refresh.
So you don't see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anybody have used Google account before? Like their free credits?
Probably.
You know, if you sign up for Google, they give you like $300 free account. Have you guys tried this before? Okay, so I want you to go to console. You should see something like this. And I'll tell you here, start free $300 in credit. Don't worry, you won't be charged. So what I was trying to do with the first method is basically give you $5. You don't have to put any information. Unfortunately, somehow the IP triggered something. So now we're going to go the other way. So go to start free.
What's the URL?
Console.cloud.google.com.
Yeah.
Oh.
Console.cloud or cloud.google.com.
Okay, then where will we see the free offer?
It's like on the screen, try for free.
All right, and then just go and agree to some stuff.
So if we use it, it looks like I used it before.
Yeah, if you use it, then it's, you'll get $300, the free account for the next 90 days. The lab needs only $5, so
Yeah, it says your free trial is over.
it's over. Try to use another email.
But the other email is not Gmail. It's like
No, it has to be email.
school. It's a Gmail, but it's with a school domain.
Try it. We're good?
The council, can you,
Do I need to create another Gmail account for you?
I would say easier.
Yeah, I got my 300.
They're supposed to do other stuff.
If you're done, please raise your hand.
Is it like
You got like, you should be able to go to, you should be able to go to console. If the credits are applied, you should be able to go to console, go to billing. Let me choose my other account. So if you go to billing, you should be able to see something like this. Bismillah. So if you go to billing and you go to credits, you see the word credits here? You should be able to, oh. So if I go to credits, for me, since I applied this, I'll be able to see my $5. And for me, I have like 1,000. But you should be able to see 300 here. Who can see the 300 in their credits? So you go to billing, right? Click here, go to billing, and then under billing, go to linked, go all the way down to credits, and you should be able to see your 300 here.
But we have to add the payment method? Yeah, requiring.
It's required, then you probably need to do that. I was trying to avoid this by giving you the $5, but unfortunately it's not working. It's working for me here, but so if you click on this, maybe when you go home some other time, you'll see something like this. This is for the $5. So you go, you apply and say accept, and you should be able to get the $5. If not, then apply the $300 credit, but just be careful. You need to clean up. Remember in the beginning I said you need to clean up? Otherwise, when the 300, I mean, the lab is like $5, but if you keep them running for like 2-3 months, it'll accumulate.
But you can like, do they have a monthly membership fee?
No.
So
It's pay as you go.
Oh, okay.
You can set alerts if you like.
You can, yeah, you can put a limit. Yeah. Okay, raise your hand if you see the credits. Okay, we have 4. Okay, then go back. If you're already there, go back to the lab. Go to next. And I want you to, for those who are done, I want you to go to Google Cloud. You will see the shell here, all the way up. Click on it. It'll open a terminal for you. And this is the terminal we will be using, right here. Once you set up your account. Also, here, go and create a new project. So go all the way here. Click on these. You'll say select a project. Create a new project. Call it agents.
Do you mind repeating that? Was too fast.
No, you can go back to the instructions.
Oh, it's in the
Everything is in the instructions. I'm just repeating what's in the instructions.
By default, calls it my first project.
That's fine. You can create another one and call it agents so that we know what we're dealing with. When I say go to agents, everybody is on the same page. So click here. Click on start new project. Like here. New project. And just give it a name. And then it will ask you which billing account. Just put my billing account. If you have the free trial, use the free trial. And then cancel. So basically, we built the billing. We attached it to whether the free credit or the 300 free credit with your credit card, which you need to be careful and clean up afterward. And then you create a project and you link this project to what? To this free credits, whether it's the 300 or the 500. Yes.
How do you get to that site, that page? How do you get there?
Which page?
The one that you're looking at right now.
This one, console.cloud.google.com.
Yeah, but it's a specific page. Like I'm in there, but like it's not showing me that
Are
page.
you talking about the terminal, the bottom half?
The bottom half? No, forget about the bottom half for now.
How did you associate with the particular?
Make sure that the Gmail you're working on is a Gmail. If you're new to the cloud, don't worry. We're here for you. Yes.
I don't see the button with agents.
No. You have to click on this. You don't. It doesn't have to be agents. At that time, it will be select a project. Go and create on new project, and then call it agents. And then this is the project we will be working with. You don't have what?
No, I'm putting the credit card details.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to get your credit cards out for Google, but things didn't work out, unfortunately. Yes.
I have updated my payment, so it's advancing.
Okay. So learn.
Oh.
Yeah. Click anything. Just
Okay, learn.
learn
Okay.
and done.
And then it says here, make sure I have, you must,
Just say create AI solutions and then done.
okay,
You're good to go.
okay.
Okay. Now click on my first project.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Click on new project.
Okay.
Call it agents. Did you do?
Okay, agents.
Yeah. Just click on Google Cloud. Yeah. Close this one. Okay. If you finished, you can help the one next to you, please.
It says start free trial. I just created a new account
Mhm.
from scratch.
Yeah. Start. If you're trial.
Start free.
Did you do all the credit card and?
No, I just created a new account
Okay.
from scratch.
Then agree and continue. Mhm.
Am I on the correct screen? I created the new project agents.
Yes. You linked it to your.
I didn't get the option to link it anywhere.
So if you go to billings, right? And under under credits, you should see the 300 applied, right? And then I think when you built, what's required again?
I created the project agents.
Yeah, when you created agents, yeah, you had 0 out of the 300, so 300. You're in there. Yeah, it's activated.
I get this thing where I'm trying to create, agents. The agents project is asking for location.
No need for location. Just go.
Okay, it says it's got an asterisk here.
It's okay. Just go create. Still browse.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah, no organization. Just click on this. Oh, interesting.
It's not, I mean,
Is this your work email?
It's a company side
No,
business that I
no.
have.
It has to be your personal
It has
because
to
the
be
company will take you to the company.
Okay.
So again, don't use your company because you have to link it to your Gmail. Will allow you to have no organization.
So, and then.
By the way, don't be frustrated. This is part of the learning.
It says activate what, or activate.
So, yeah, خلاص. Until you're done. So go here.
Okay,
My first project.
okay.
Click on it. Go to agents.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Click on agents. Okay. So everybody, make sure it says agents here. Are you with me? Do you see agents up there? Everybody sees agents? Okay, good. If not, I'll come and help you. All right. Once you see agents, now let's go to our development, to our environment, the environment where we'll be developing the code and write the commands for the terminal. So go here, activate the Cloud Shell, click on it. It'll ask you to authorize Okay?
Move on.
Okay, so we're good. Once this activates, all right, I want you to go and click in this one, Open Editor. By the way, Gemini is embedded in everything now. I don't know if you've seen some of the Google Sheets, and you will see Gemini there. If your IT is not sure about deploying it, you probably have not seen it in your work, but in your personal, you should be able to see it. All right. Do you see something that looks like Google? VS Studio? You should see something like this when you click on the Open Editor.
It says rich support unlock.
Yeah. So if you click on Open Terminal, you'll see the terminal here, right? And then click on Open Editor. You click on it, you'll see something like this. And then make sure you click on this one.
I think for the first time you get some sort of a preference.
It's okay. Choose the preference.
Am I on the correct one?
Yeah. Just click, close the welcome page. Yeah, close the welcome page. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Just click on this one.
This one?
Yes. Click under. Yeah, you should be good. Just go to here. Terminal. Yes. New terminal. Yeah. Go to new terminal. Not this one down. I don't see. Yeah, click here. Terminal. New terminal. All right, make sure you see this and you see a terminal. You can click here. If you don't see it, you might see some stuff here. And open terminal. So you need to have these two before you start doing the code. Okay, so the terminal, and just close this one, you don't need it. And close this one too. Okay, we're good to go. All right? Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to do it. This. Yes, you have the terminal. I'll come to you. Terminal, good. Terminal. You're not?
I'll watch you guys.
Okay, sorry.
Inshallah.
All right, but if you can do it.
I don't want to like connect to card. That's all.
Yes, just open editor. Yes, this is. And then go to terminal. Click on the terminal. Terminal.
Okay. For some reason, okay.
New terminal.
New terminal.
Mm-hmm. You should see the terminal. Close this one. You don't need it.
Okay. All right.
All right, we're good? Harris?
You didn't ask us to set it up at home.
Sit at home?
I'm saying, glad you asked us. Not
Yeah,
to set it up
that's
at
why.
home.
Because any friction, you'll be like, I'm good. I don't need agents in my life. But wallahi, once you're done, and once you see these agents up and running, and you're the one who actually made them, you'll be like, wow, I can do stuff. Inshallah. And then you make dua for me. And if you make a startup, 5% for me, inshallah. Huh? No, I'm just joking. Just keep me in your dua, inshallah. But I would love to invest. Inshallah. Right. So you see this? All right, so what I want you to do, everyone, so we clicked on this, we're following instructions. We're in step number 3 now in our instructions. So I want you to have instruction here, your cloud console here, right? So my cloud, okay. My cloud environment is here, okay? And my instruction is here. Make them next to each other so that you read and you apply. All right, so we clicked on this. We activated the editor. And all the steps are there. You can read if you have time. Okay, now there's a very important step. You see this? It's very important. Right now, it's not connected. Your cloud environment, your code is not connected to the project that you created, which is agents, right? So go ahead, click here. If you click here, down here, it'll say no project. For me, it's already set up, but it will say no project. You see it? All right, once you see it, go to select a project.
Select a Google Cloud.
Yes, select a Google, the one that we created, which is the agents. And then click on agents. Not my first project, the agents. Yeah, select a project. Google Cloud project. Select a Google Cloud project and select agents.
So, right there. Okay.
Yeah, agents.
Yep. Agents, right. Gotcha.
You don't see that? Yeah. All right. Where's your terminal?
You have to drag it up.
Yes, drag it a little bit off. I don't see it here too. Click this.
There's a divider that you have to drag up.
No,
where did you? Interesting. Where's? Okay, this is. Can you take this down?
Sure.
Where's this?
I'm
Is this in the
still-
cloud?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because it's not. Where's the?
Yeah, that's the term. Yeah.
No. That's different. You're in the wrong place. Go back to your console. Can you show me your console? Okay. Click. Okay, it's not connected. Yeah. Okay. Open terminal. Open editor. Okay. What does it say?
Open new window.
Why? Gonna have to either. Okay.
Open a new window.
Okay, that's fine. That's why it looks different. Okay. Now you need to link it to what is this? Is this in the cloud? Yes. Interesting. I haven't seen this before. So go to selection. Do you see project? Switch. Yeah. Now view on terminal help. Because you need to switch. Usually, yes. Yeah. Select. Yes. And then agents. Okay. We got it.
So I went back to my
Yeah,
work one.
my first. Yeah. Change it to agents.
Okay. In this one, I cannot create a new project. Is there any harm in just calling it my first project and going with the $300, or see if I go back to?
No. Click here.
Okay, I haven't created that. I'll tell you.
It's fine. It's just go back.
Okay, so this is my personal Gmail. I don't get $300 here.
Where did you get the $300? Here?
$300 in my side business.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll just call it my first project.
That's fine. Or you can come here.
I can't do it. We just did the organization.
You see?
Thing. I won't let you do it.
I see. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, just continue. But every time I say agents, I don't want you. Yeah, the reason I said this is because I don't want you to translate in your mind. Yes.
Quick question. So I created a new email account that has this 1, 2.
Yes. Okay.
But when I try to connect, it actually connects to the.
Yeah. Go select Google Cloud Project, and then
it has. It's the different email account.
Why?
I don't know.
Are you in this one? Okay, close this terminal. No.
Close this terminal.
Close this terminal.
Here.
Close this. Yes. Is this the Gmail?
Yeah, this is the new Gmail that I created.
Okay, and then go to agents.
I'm here. Agents.
Yes. Okay, and then click here.
Here.
Click here.
Terminal.
Yes. Click on open authorize. Now you authorize it with the new email, and then
Open terminal.
yes, and then open editor, and then go and select your project. Let it load a little bit. Okay, and then you'll be able to say. Okay. All right. Yes.
I'm not seeing like the cloud button at the bottom there. Like I don't see.
don't see it. Yeah, because you opened it in another. Okay, can you go and talk to this brother in the glasses? He just solved it. Yes. Yes. Hmm. By the way, if you're okay, you can continue with the instructions.
I created a new account, but I don't know maybe something wrong. But I don't see the agent button here like as there.
لأنه لسه أنت you did not link anything.
Okay, so there's issue with the.
Did you sign up?
I signed up, created an account, a new account, but.
طب اعمل الفري ترايل.
بس دخلت معلومات الكريدت كارد وهذا.
خلاص يعني you got
بس
go to billings.
Where?
انزل تحت. Yeah, go click on this. Click on this. روح للبيلينج. Yeah, مش مربوط لسه لا. click here. مرة ثانية هنا. وروح ل yeah, it's not applied.
Oh, so the account لسه مش مشبوك.
لسه مش مشبوك. You have to apply the $300 credits. اكتب search يعني how to do it. All right, so I'm gonna go with the flow. Everybody, please, your eyes on the. So once you select your agents, right, your project, make sure you see this here, the project called agents, and the project will have an ID. Once you're done, these two are. This is where we're gonna. Every time I say write a code, you will be searching for the code here. And you will put it in the right agent because I don't want you to paste, the code in the wrong place. Also, every time there is a command, a shell command, to enable a service or something, you'll be typing it here. Okay? Now, let's start with the first command. This one, just go, copy the first one, go to the terminal down here, Control V, and then gcloud auth list. You should see your email. It means that this email is what you're going to be using with this project. That is authorized. Second, we will download our social app that we're trying to agentify, that we'll try to make agents for. So go copy. All right? It's in GitHub. Click here. And then once you finish this command, you should be able to see the code downloaded under your name. So I'm fetching it from Gmail, and here it is. So you should be able to see the code here. Do you see it or no? If you are in this step, raise your hand. What about the rest? So again, we're just downloading the code from GitHub that we will be adding agents to.
I got on the screen where I changed the name, but this won't go away now.
It's okay. Just go open editor.
Okay.
And then just maximize this one.
Oh, here.
Anything, like it's fine. Close this. You don't need it. Maximize this.
From
just here.
Just drag it.
Yeah, just drag it. Yeah. And then just type your commands. Go back to your instructions and type your commands. Yes.
What is the difference between this screen and this screen?
So this one where you will write your code. This one is where you write your commands. Just like when you do software engineering, right? You write your code and then you execute your code. This is where you execute. This is your computer, and this is your where you write the code.
It says to set activate count.
What did you do?
So I just typed in that command gcloud.
Okay.
Auth list.
Okay. So your Gmail. Okay.
Okay.
Now go to and download the app. So I don't see the yeah.
Okay.
Now here, copy this.
Okay.
Paste. Okay. Enter. Yeah.
Oh, got you.
You just got the app.
Cool.
Now you have the app. You good?
No, it's just not working the free trial, so I'm just gonna follow that.
No, you have to do it. You're not gonna enjoy it. Believe me, wallahi.
Yeah.
Just
for some reason,
just do it.
It keep refreshing. Just thinking.
we'll make it think fast inshallah.
Ebrahim, I start from scratch. Activated اللي هو not the 300, just activated يعني payment one. But how to get?
No, you have to get the free one.
Because I created a new account, didn't work. So I went to the old account and I activated.
Things are
after the
working well.
300
قفل هذا.
After the 300.
Close this. Do you speak Arabic?
Yeah.
طيب قفل هذا. Go to agree and continue. You probably need to put your credit card information.
Okay. Yeah, I did this like a couple of times. Still. Okay, now.
Okay, start free.
Okay.
بس خاف لما جيت انا
Yeah, yeah, mashallah.
خلاص we're good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Setting up the account.
Mhm.
That's the step I missed.
Mhm.
So we did the authorization.
Mhm. No, you don't need to do anything. Yes, this one.
So the authorization.
Yes, okay, and then the second step. Go back to instructions.
The downloading of.
You already did. Now we'll go to the third one. خلاص, just follow me. You're good.
So, Ebrahim, so you're in free trial, so what are you doing?
خلاص, you're good. Go to my project, click on it.
Okay.
قول له new project. سميه agents.
Agents, okay.
واربط الاكونت اللي عملته الفري ترايل with it.
Okay. Is it doing something now? ولا؟
ايوه.
Okay.
ايوه. You don't need location. Just سميه agents.
Then create.
Yes.
Okay.
حلو. Now تعال خذ. Click on this.
Okay.
Click on this.
Yeah.
قول له authorize. Close this one. Authorize. خليه يعمل authorization.
Click on the open terminal.
Mhm.
And then open editor.
Open editor. Welcome to the new editor. Just give it a second. Got it.
Okay.
Don't settle down يا man.
Okay.
والله لا تقول خلاص بتفرج كذا. No. Doesn't work. النت هو شوية بطيء عندك
Yeah.
For some reason maybe it's time to upgrade.
Yeah.
But it should be fine يعني. In general it should be fine. At the end of the day you're working with the cloud, so everything is happening في
Sure.
online.
And then بعدين I need to.
Once it's done بيطلع لك الشاشة تبع just follow the instructions. وين الانستركشنز تبعك؟ غير هذا لagents. تمام؟ So that you're working على agents. Yeah, go back. Yeah. Just do open terminal again. Yeah, خرج من هذا. بس هذا that's the old one.
Okay.
If في أي حاجة تلخبطت معك اعمل refresh. It's absolutely fine. Everything is good? So far so good? Okay. We good? All right. So let me tell you what's going on now. First of all, mashallah, mashallah, mashallah. You guys are now supposedly experts in Google Cloud, right? Seriously, you started your own project, your own trial. You know how to deal with the editor and the terminal. You downloaded your first project from the internet, and now you're trying to add agents to this project. Now, let's understand how this project looked like. This is the app. It's called Insta Vibe Bootstrap. Whoever prepared this project for us already put the shell or the template for these agents. So you have the 4 agents that we will be building. That the code has been written for you. It's not here, but you have to paste it inside. And then the actual app, right? And then some of the tools that we will be using. So this is how a project. So now if you want to identify a project that you have, the structure should be something like this. Something called agents and something called what? Tools, right? Agents is where we house our agents and we'll be writing the code in. A2A server, this is where we're going to wrap our agent around, right? So that it communicates with other agents. And tools is where we're going to be building our MCP server so that our agent can use these tools to do a lot of actions. Clear? We're good? So let's run the code. Let's run the code. So I want you to change the directory from on your computer in your terminal to inside the project. So go click on this, and here do paste. So CD means change directory to inside the invisible Insta Vibe, sorry. And it'll ask you for your project ID, right? What's your project ID? Who can tell me? It's actually in yellow. You see it? So just go, copy, and then paste. Enter. So it'll initialize it for you.
Does it matter what project ID you use?
No, it's very important to attach it to a particular, because it has all the billing, everything else.
Okay, so what if you just put in agents? Is that good enough?
No, it's not going to work.
What's in yellow? It didn't work for us, like, this thing?
Depends. Depends on the name. Yes. Just copy. What's the project that you're using?
This one here.
Okay. So the whole thing, just paste it here. We're good. حلو. روح هنا. You have a new project. قول له select a Google Cloud project.
So you go back to the instructions.
ايش اسمه؟ Agents. خلاص. You're good to go now. تمام؟ Now click على هنا. شوف الثلاثة قول له terminal. New terminal. طيب هنا الآن أنت في هنا بتكتب الكوماندز، هنا بتكتب الكود. Now you need to download the code. Follow the instructions. حلو. Go all the way down. All the way down. أيوة. اطلع 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 فوق فوق فوق. What's going on? أصغر شوية بس عشان أشوف أنا فين. ولا انزل خلاص انزل. احنا اوكي انزل هنا. يلا اعمل الاوثرايزيشن.
This one?
Yes. Okay.
Right here.
Control V. قول له allow. ايوه اعمل Control V. قول له allow. مش عارف. قول له allow. Okay, you should be able to paste at least. بس بتبدأ تعمل الكوماندز هنا.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Oh, I did it 3 times.
It's okay, it's okay. بقول لك في بطء عندك بسيط.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why. But you have to deal with this. But finish. Okay, we're good. So what happened now? What we did is we initialized the project. The project had some instructions to go and deploy, to be deployed. So once you're done with the first step, go to this one, Google Cloud, G Cloud config sit project. Okay. And then enter. So you should say updated property. Once this is done, we will enable a bunch of services on Google Cloud, and each of these services we will be using, as I mentioned, Google APIs, Cloud Function, Cloud Build, the registry for the Docker, Spanner for the database, API keys to determine where exactly. We'll use IAM, which is the authentication for Google Cloud. We'll use compute, where the agents will be running. We'll use AI platform for the Gemini. So all of these are services that you need to enable before you start interacting with. So go click on this, copy, go back to the terminal, and paste. And please make sure that you copy cell after cell. Don't jump one step, because you'll be doing something that you're not supposed to do. So once done, it will say finished successfully. And now, since we enabled these services, we will save all these environment variables in variables, so it's easy for us to use them in the project. Go copy, go to the terminal, and paste it. If the terminal is too small for you, drag this a little bit up so that you see the whole thing. Okay, I exported all the environment variables. And now I need to set the permissions. Google Cloud is very particular about their security. And if you're in a real company, don't do this. Because now we're just giving permission to everything. For now, this is learning, but your IT is not going to allow this, right? But here we're in the learning, for the learning purposes, we're doing this. We're basically saying, every service I have, just give it all the admin permission. But if there's a hacker, he will be so happy to do so. Or to see this happen. Okay, go, execute the code, give it permissions to all the services that you have. And by the way, we have not built any agent yet. We're just setting up the environment. Right? That's why a company like Replit, have you guys heard of Replit?
Yeah.
Okay, Amjad and Saad, a good friend of mine, and I'm investing in his company. If you're interested, let me know. He's closing the round, mashallah. He built a company called Replit. Even Google CEO is actually using, right? Amjad, his Replit company is different from Livable and Windsurf and everything else because he takes care of the environment. Like his coding agent, Replit, takes care of all of this setup. So you give it a command, it goes and provision the environment for you, and it gives you the answers. All right. Once it's enabled, who is now here? Who finished this command? Raise your hand. Who did not finish this? Raise your hand so I can come and help you. What's going on? Oh, you're getting there. Okay. Okay, you're good. Kayf?
وصلت لهنا and then it crashed. Now I'm
It's
trying
okay.
to
It's okay. ما عندك مشكلة
refreshing it. Yeah.
which is fine. That's okay. بس alhamdulillah, things are going.
Yeah.
That's the most.
How would I know that I did everything correctly?
I'll get to you. Don't worry. I have every instruction for everything. You're good?
I'm just about to. The whole thing?
Yes, yes.
All at once.
Copy, yes. All at once. We don't have time. What happened?
No, I don't have a credit card.
You don't have a what?
I don't have a card.
Okay. I'm sorry, man. It was not. I was not. We're not. I mean, I was supposed to give you like the $5 should supposedly working, but alhamdulillah. But when you go home, I'm sure it's gonna work because you're out of the network.
Yeah.
Right? You good?
Yeah, I'm deploying. I'm checking.
MashaAllah. Okay, good. If you feel like you did something wrong, let me know so I can. But if you can do it, go. Be my guest. Everything's good.
Everything's so far good.
You guys are hacking.
Yeah, no, I got it.
You
I'll
got it?
do the permission.
Okay, just click on this.
Yeah, I was doing that. It's not doing the whole
It's
thing.
not? It's not?
Yeah, it's weird. Well, this one will work. The other one wasn't because it's multi-line.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that was what's causing me the problem.
Okay. Okay, how do I make sure I enabled everything correctly? Guys, how do I make sure I enabled everything correctly? You see here, it says I am console. This is the verification for Google Cloud. Click on open in a new tab. But when you open, make sure that you're in the right account. Sometimes it will take you to the wrong account. Go to the right account. Right? And then go to I am. And you should see the services enabled there. You should see something like this. Roll. Do you see it enabled? Okay. So let me tell you what's going on. So after you run this command, the long command for authorization, you should be able to see in your terminal, let me see. You should be able to, when you go to I am here, under permissions for for the project agents, you should be able to see all these services there. Who can see this? Raise your hand. Okay, pretty much everyone. Cool. Once you're done, let me see if I have run it. It says it's already project ID. Switch projects. Agent. Okay, so you see these? You see these? If you go to I am, you're good to go. Now, we kind of like set up all the environment, alhamdulillah. Now to run this command, we will deploy our app in something called the artifact registry, where our Docker that we deployed earlier will be provisioned there. Just click on this and go back to the terminal. Let me see, agent. And just click on deploying it. Okay, for me, it already exists. For you, you should see something up and running. Yeah.
So I'm up to here now.
Okay.
So set up maps. What do we do?
حلو خلاص. Next step.
Oh, so just copy.
لا انزل تحت انزل. Yeah, you're good to go. خلاص, just keep your here. طيب هذا الآن أنت agents صح؟
Yeah.
وهنا agents. إيش هذا woven hanger؟ ده اسمك أنت.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
That's a weird name.
Okay, that's okay.
So
You're good?
set up now.
You're good?
Good to go.
Mm-hmm. All right. Once you're done with this step, go to, now we want to enable, remember we said this is a social app, so it'll use a lot of maps. It'll know what's happening in the area. It'll check all the shibams of the world, the qamariyas of the world, whatever, your favorite, place to go and eat. And then it will make a plan for you. So we need to enable Google Cloud APIs. This is one of the tools we will be working on. But I want you to be very careful here, because if you name it wrong, it'll have a down effect. Like, you have to keep naming it. So I want you to go API servers credentials, open it in a new tab, right? Make sure you are in the right project. So for me, it takes me to the wrong email that I have. And then go say create credentials, API key. All right? And then it'll say API key, go here, and then say edit API key, and then name it maps platform API key. But while naming it, there are certain instructions that you have to follow. Where do I get the name? It's here. So just copy this. Make sure you copy this and you name it. And then we have to put some restriction on the key. You can search, when you filter it here, type maps JavaScript API, and then say OK. And you should see something like this: maps platform API key, and then JavaScript API key, just like what you see here.
So you're replacing the API key with this?
Yes. Go to the side and edit, and do that. Okay. No, but no restrictions. You have to do the restrictions. Here, restrict key, follow instructions.
I use this name.
Yeah, and then follow the instructions for the restriction. Yes.
Restrict key.
Yes. You're good?
So restrict key?
Yes. Good? First time, guys, to use Google Cloud?
Yeah.
Okay, learning a lot? Too much learning? It's good, right? Alhamdulillah.
Ebrahim,
Yes.
that will incorporate maps
Yes, this will
into the mix.
into the yeah, so that when the agent wants to create a location for you, it'll grab maps and do something with it.
We don't restrict this API. Restrict
You have to.
this one?
Yes. So and then go to search and here type map, and it's the JavaScript map. Yes. Okay. And then save. So you should see two things, as you can see there. You should see. Yeah. See here. It says it's unrestricted. You don't want this to happen. So this is the right name and this is the right restriction.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Who is done with the map? With the map key? Haris. Okay. Fahad. The key? You're done with the key? Everybody here? You need help? Raise your hand. You need help? Okay, you got it. Okay, so again, we haven't built any agent yet. We're just enabling services, right? Which is fine. This is part of the work. Usually it's like 60% setting up environment, making sure that everything is right. And then, you know, in Egypt, they have a saying, they say, تظبيط الشغل أهم من الشغل. For those who speak Arabic, probably understand it. It means setting up to do the work is more important than doing the actual work, right? But some people get hang out with setting up stuff and not actually do anything, so we don't want to do that. Okay, so back to our terminal. And then, I think I have another terminal. Yes. Back to our terminal. Once the key is done, alhamdulillah, we're finished with step number 3. Now we want to set up the graph database, right? What's a graph database? Do you guys want to know? It's similar to the regular database that you have, you know, with columns and rows, except that it has extra functionality. Like there's an edge, there's a node, so you don't have to worry much about it. But inshallah, you read about it if you don't know what a graph database. But it's just a regular database that you can query, that you can store. The reason it's a social media app, so it has to be a what? A graph database, because it's easy to calculate the relations, the nodes, how far one person is from another person if you set it up as a graph database. And all the explanations is here, so I want you just to go and set up the environment to enable this. So what we're going to do is we're going to deploy this database on a spanner. Spanner is a service within Google where you can host your database on. Go ahead and copy and paste. Once you do it, you will grant Spanner permission to work on this project. Every time you grant something means money. Just, you know, put it in your mind. So if you're in a corporate setting, you need a lot of approvals to grant, you know, something. All right. Once you grant Spanner read and write access, and the reason we're doing this, we're saying, hey, there will be something other than regular apps called agents. They will be requesting read and write. Remember, we said one of the agents will be posting actually events, right? So we need to give it the permission to go autonomously and post stuff on this database. All right. And now we will set up the Python environment. You probably have done it in your life many times if you write Python. And we will use this environment for everything else from now on. So copy this code for the environment and paste it. And let's go ahead and check our database. Let's see how it looks like. Let's do some queries and see if it's actually working and functioning pretty well so that we can use the agents on the top of them. So what you're going to do, go to Spanner. You see here it says Spanner in blue. Click on it. Make sure you are in the right project.
So how much that?
And do you see this? GraphDB. Right? Yeah, it's just 39 kilobytes.
How much they charge?
Huh?
They charge for how much you are using, or for they charge for the 1 terabyte?
No, how much you're using. So click on GraphDB instance. You should see something like this. And then click on the database itself. The database has been populated for you. It has all the information you need for this social app. Because remember, we just downloaded this. You should see the tables. A table called attendance, event, event location, friendship, location, motion, person, post. Do you see that? Raise your hand if you see it. What happened? No? Okay. Yeah. You good? Mm-hmm.
Is it the one?
Yes. Rush the Spanner Studio.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the tables.
Okay.
Now, and then click here, and then we'll write queries.
Where exactly is it?
Mm-hmm.
I clicked that.
Okay, just go down all the way down. You see the tables? Oh, go down.
That's,
Did you run the?
Did you run the commands?
mm-hmm.
Did you run the script?
Yep.
You sure?
Did you skip any of the?
You probably skipped one thing.
Because there are 3 scripts back to back.
Yeah, I see it. Good. Yeah, click on this. Yeah, click on the DB. Yeah, go all the way down. All the way down. Yeah, you're good. Click on this. Okay. You guys are good?
Like this?
Yeah.
We're not using any space on it. I think probably you have some.
Did you run the commands?
Yeah.
I don't see the database. Where's the database?
Oh, we already clicked on it.
Yeah, just click on it.
Yeah, but it doesn't show that how much we use.
It's okay, it's okay.
When I click on it.
Click on this. Go all the way down. Yes. See the tables? I think you're in the wrong place.
No, I got it.
You
I
got
just
it.
refreshed it and
It's not showing up. So.
It has to show up. Click. All the way down.
Oh.
You guys can see the tables?
Yeah.
Can he? Some people are having, yeah,
because
click on this.
It keeps on logging into my other account. That's the problem.
Yeah, so you need to be, click on the DB.
Yep.
And all the way down. Yep, you have your tables here. Okay, so looks like everybody is seeing the tables. Can you check the tables?
Yeah. This is this command right here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You did it? So did you go to Spanner? So go to Spanner. Yeah. You run the command, right?
Uh-huh.
So click on Spanner. Go to the database. Inside the database, click on this database. This is the schema. Go all the way down, and you should see the tables. All right, very exciting. Now let's write our first query. So we have the database. We want to query this database just to make sure that we have some information inside this database so that when our agents start interacting with the database, they know exactly where to post and what tables and what schema to work with. Schema is group of tables, right? Table has what? Attributes. These tables are a little bit different, and you'll see soon why. All right, click on Spanner Studio. You see it on the side? Spanner Studio. This is where you write your queries on Google Cloud. You will see something called Untitled Query. Click on it. This is a clean canvas. Go back to the instructions. All right? And then I want you to copy the first query. Copy the first query and paste it and run it and see if you get something cool like this.
You have 30 nodes, 6 edges. We have 15 nodes, 30 edges.
Okay, because I run it twice. All right, you can go and explore. You can change, you can make it hierarchical, you can make it sequential, you can make it look like this. You can explore locations. And this is how the table look like. It's basically you're defining definitions, nodes and edges. Don't worry about it. This is the database that you'll be working on. Try another query. This is one query. This is the query that shows you, who are the persons, how are they connected, how they're friends. Go run the second query to see what friends are, like what type of events are people going to. Who are the ones that go to the same events. Run it. Yeah, we're just querying the database just to make sure that it's working so that we can deploy the agents on them. We're good?
Good, yeah.
All right, if you're done with the second query, go and run the third query. That's where your agent will be interacting with. That's the same query we will be giving the agents to post the events. I hope it's not overwhelming to everyone. I just want it to be practical, I'm sick of theory, right? Everybody's talking about agents.
No, for sure. I think, it's get your feet wet, and then next, you can be more in-depth in different things.
Yeah,
How did we, why?
we're just copy pasting, right? So actually learning the code and be like, this is
Why did I do this? So when I set up my own, that's why I was asking you to set up.
Yeah.
That's the next step.
Yeah, I'll get more into the this with the agents. For setting up the environment, this is not where I'm really. It's just usually someone set up all of this, the DevOps, or they set up everything, and I just come and write down. But you're right.
Give us access to those.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Any problems? MashaAllah, this is one of the very rare, labs where everybody, mashallah, is doing well. I'm really happy and I'm really surprised as well. Okay, the third one, you run the third one, and you'll be able to see. And by the way, let's reflect a little bit inside this query. What's going on? It's a graph. It's a graph database. It's called social graph, and I'm running graph command, right? Here, I'm trying to match. This is a query. This is my variable called result set. What's happening? I'm grabbing every user. These are called attributes. And the attribute is called person. So find the node person, all right? And then find all the friends that are connected to this person. It's not the typical SQL that you have. Graph SQL is a little bit different from the regular SQL. But because our app is a graph SQL, that's why we're using graph SQL. All right, once we run it, you should be good to go. Go to the next page. Now let's check our app. We haven't seen our app, have you? Yes, we downloaded, we deployed it on registry, right? We containerized it and we deployed it, but we haven't seen it yet. So here, it says to understand where our AI agents will fit in, first we need to deploy and run the existing app, and this application will provide the interface where most of the functionalities will work out. So again, this is where people are posting. It's a simple app. It's not the glamorous one that you see. People post stuff, and then here people can create events. But people are lazy. We don't want them to create events. We will make the agents create events for them, and now they're able to what? To go to these events. Okay, and also, when you click on one of these events, you'll be able to see where exactly it is. And how are we doing this? With the Google API, right? And who is actually attending this particular event. Now, let's deploy the app. Go ahead and click. Okay, what does this command say? As you can see, it exports the API that we created previously, right? And now it attached, this API key to this particular project. We already defined what is our project ID when we exported everything in global variable, and it says give it this display name and attach the ID for our project. Now the second one here is, Assalamu alaikum. The second one is I'm attaching to it, I'm enabling this service, and I'm attaching my project to it. And the last thing is I'm just printing just to see if that's correct. If you run it, you should see the key here. All right, and now the second one, let's deploy the app in Cloud Run so that it's containerized and it's running somewhere in a server, and it will give us a URL where we go click and see our app up and running in the cloud. On the internet. Click on it. Once you containerize it, you'll see something called push, right? If you copy this, which means that it's just creating the image, and then we will deploy it on here. We will deploy it on the registry. Google Run, deploy this particular service on the registry. And I'm defining a region because every, if you're in the East Coast, West Coast, global, depends on, these are all IT stuff. They will tell you, where to deploy. But here, we're just using the defaults, which is fine. This is not production, but in production, you need to be super particular about these. We're enabling all of these services. And you should see this. You should see an app. If you go to Cloud Run, on the link, and again, I'm on the wrong. You should see Insta Vibe. You should see Insta Vibe. Once you see Insta Vibe, click on it. If there's no green check next to it, means don't worry about it. It has not been deployed yet. It's being deployed. You'll click on the link, and voila, that's the app. That's the actual app we have. So I can click on one of these. It'll tell me where it is. And now we want our agents to work on it.
I get an error.
Yeah, it's still pushing, so it's fine. It's pushing the image to Cloud Run, and then you will deploy it.
I actually got to. I just copied this one.
Did you? Yeah, this one first.
This one first, and.
Did you do the key first?
Yeah. I did the one before it.
Yes. Okay. Do you see the key? Where's the key? The API key. Do you see it? Go back to instructions. Yeah, you have to see the key. If you don't see it, it means that something wrong. Something went wrong. Yes.
When I copy and pasted this first one, I'm getting this error. The key is not properly specified.
Where? Which key?
I'm just copying the first one.
Yeah. So did you name it correctly? Go back to go here. Search API. Sorry, go to Cloud Console.
Console.cloud, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Cloud.com. Yes. Click on this. Go to APIs. Search API. Yeah. API and services. Go to credentials. Maps, is that the right name?
Yeah. Maps, platform, API key. I copy paste.
Okay, you copy paste. Okay, run this command again. And if you go down, make sure you see this. If you don't see that, there's an issue.
I'm gonna run it again.
Mm-hmm. Error. The key resource is not properly specified. Failed attribute. The attribute set in the following is provide an argument key on the key line. Yeah. So this is not working. Go back.
API, I put this.
Yeah, JavaScript. Yeah, show key. Okay, close. Go back here. Edit. Did you skip anything previously? Go down. Restricted. No, everything is fine. Save. Because it's working for everyone. Go back to agents. Failure. Changing consistently API. Error. Cloud services. Error key. The resource is not properly. Did you enable the services?
I did everything, yep, as per the instructions.
Yes. Okay. Try to do it again. Do the one before it.
Oh, that was on the previous.
Did you deploy this?
No, this is like I.
Yeah, the social graph. It's fine.
This is the first one.
Okay, can you go to IAM? Maybe there's something.
IAM?
Yes. Go to console. Okay, go to here. Go to IAM. Go to IAM. Go to. Okay. Yeah, go down. Do you see maps? Okay. You see? Go back to. Here. Instructions. Go to before. No, before you begin. Yeah. Go all the way up. 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 Okay. Where you enable services. Oh. Do you see maps here? Okay. Vertex. No, right? Okay. Okay, go down. Export. Docker. Yes, go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. 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 Yeah, down. Down. Yeah, it should be fine. Interesting. Next. Yeah, you're here, right?
Yeah.
Go down. So you did this, right? You did
This
this.
is the first one. I'm trying to copy and run it, but it's giving me.
Okay, can you just copy? Sometimes it doesn't copy the whole thing. Yeah, just do, yeah. Sometimes for some reason it doesn't copy. Control C. Yeah, Control V. Enter. Yeah, there's an error in parsing the key. The key resource is not properly specified. Can you Google it? Like, see what's the problem?
Okay. By the way, when I was doing the graph, so I had to open a new untitled query because
It's fine. It's fine.
when I was doing like second query, it was giving me this error here too.
Which is statement field.
So for example, if I'm putting a new query, graph selection,
You put them underneath each other, so you have two like.
Yes, you copy it twice.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Okay, are we good?
Ebrahim?
Yes.
Okay, it's not the map key. You read this, it's something else. And I can tell you what's, first of all, let me give you context, let me tell you what's going on. I did this map keys there.
Is it there?
Yes, there.
Okay, did you do this?
I'm doing the next step. I did this twice, so same error each time.
What's the error?
Ah, shit, sorry. Here we go. This is the error. This, the service account does not have storage objects get permission to this cloud storage object. Sure. It's possible I missed a step someplace, and these steps get confusing.
Yeah, go to IM. Let's see, what do you have in terms of permission? Yeah. Spanner, database, cloud. Interesting.
Is this the right?
Yeah.
Was there something missing?
No, everything is right. Did you skip a step or something?
I think so.
Can you Google it and see what's...
Maybe it doesn't exist. It says it's denied or it may not exist. So it says that.
Yeah, denied. Just Google the error and see how to solve it. Everybody's good? I know a couple of you are having issues, but inshallah I'll work on them. The rest, everything is good? Okay. Now, let's continue. Once the app is deployed and you have the URL and you're able to view, now all of this was to build the environment. Oh. What happened? Okay, yeah. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the ADK. We did talk about it previously, but let me iterate on what we're going to do. So the ADK will define two things. Number one, we'll define agents and we will define tools, right? And there's a code for it. Now this is the ADK. The beautiful thing about Google ADK, other than other framework, they give you something called ADK Diff UI. It's a place where you actually go and actually test these agents in the runtime and make sure they are actually giving you the answers they want. You want. And it allows you to do evaluation. You upload a file, an evaluation file, because sometimes these agents, they can go crazy. So you want to make sure that they're actually doing the right thing that they're supposed to do, whether it's outputting the right JSON, outputting the right variables out. So there will be some evaluation files that are already written for you. We'll just run them. But this is how it works. This is the planner agent that we will be building. We will create a function called root agent, and we'll give it a tool called Google Search. Where is this tool? Where does it come from? Yes, it's already in the ADK. ADK has a tool called Google Search, and because Google made it, they'll give you the best Google search you might get out of it. And then, that's the only thing it does. It goes search, we'll give it some instructions, right? We will test how it works. So in this lab, in this step, you will build your first agent, right? So if anyone asks you after this step, have you built an agent? You can proudly say yes, right? We will be using Gemini as our AI, where it reasons about our instructions. And the code we downloaded has some evaluation, and we'll check it out. All right, so this is the first time you'll be using the editor. Not the terminal, but the editor. So This is our first agent. It resides inside Insta Vibe Bootstrap, which is the name of the project. Under agents, there is an agent called planner. Inside this planner, the code for agent. Go ahead and copy this, and I'll explain it in a minute. So copy here, and then go to the terminal. Oh, sorry. So if you go to the editor, you should see, and be very careful. So under the project, things are connecting in my side, so just giving it a minute. So go to Insta Vibe Bootstrap. Under agents, there is the planner agent. Under planner agent, there's something called agent.py. Go ahead and paste your code here. Where do you paste it? Inside this file. We good? Did you paste the code? Let's try to understand what's in the code. This is the first time you're interacting with ADK. It's a Python library that Google has written. So we're importing Google agents from ADK. All right? And we're importing Google search as a tool. Remember, ADK does two things, agents and tools. And it manages all of this for us. So I want you to go, after the class, go to the documentation, familiarize yourself with one agent framework. ADK is the easiest because the level of abstraction is really good. LangChain and LangGraph will be actually ideal if you can, but familiarize at least yourself with one library. Here, this is how you define an agent in ADK. We call it root agent. That's the name of the variable. How do you define an agent? You give it a name. This is our first agent. We're calling it planner agent. You define the model that will, remember the file I told you in the beginning? Which file? We'll be using Gemini 2.0 Flash. And then a description. You have to give your agent a description. This is the guiding principle for the LLM to know what do you want to do with this code. So here, agent tasked with gathering creative and fun dating, you don't have to date, plan suggestions, okay? And then instructions, all the instructions. Remember, with LLMs, we said you don't write code. What do you write? English or Arabic or whatever language you want to put the instructions in, the LLM will understand. And this is kind of like us writing code. This is we're telling it exactly what we need it to do. Now, can I get it from the first time? Do you think I'll give it instructions the first time and it's going to give me the output I need? No. You will do a lot of testing. Probably 20 times, 18 times, so you need to be patient, right? But this is ideal now. This actually works. So this is the instructions we're giving it. You're saying you're a specialized AI assistant. Like you tell the agent what it needs to do. You are a specialized AI assistant tasked with gathering creative and fun plan suggestions, right? And then you say request for the upcoming weekend, specifically from start date to end date, and this is what the user will input, right? In the location specified, and this is what the API is going to get you. And you give it instructions. If longitude, latitude is provided, use these. Put it like in longitude, latitude, and then please generate a distinct, plan suggestions. Now, you give it constraints. You tell it, okay, for the upcoming weekend, here, creativity and fun. Plan should be engaging, memorable, and offer a good experience to a date. Number 2, budget. All gathering plans should aim for a moderate budget. Less than $100. Maintain. Okay, you just give it. This is where, by the way, this is where experts in whatever domain they are do much, much better than actual software engineers.
Right.
That's why now you'll have like three people company that is valued, $1 billion. Why? Because somehow they figured out a way to talk to this LLM properly, right? And now they're codifying their experience in these prompts. And they're getting the output they need instead of hiring a bunch of engineers to give them the output, from a software they built. Yes?
So if you can instead of trying like more than 20 times, one time, and if you get it right, that's where the money is? I mean, that's how.
No, if you get it to output what you want.
In one time, like.
No, it doesn't have to be one time. Then. Yeah, of course. Once you get it right, whether from the first time or multiple times, then that's where the money is, right?
Now the instruction for one LLM different than the other? Like
Yes.
Gemini.
Yes, that's why you need to understand what LLM to use, right? Some LLMs are good in some certain stuff, some LLMs are better in some other stuff.
So is this called the prompt engineer?
Prompt engineering, yes. Exactly. That is prompt engineering. Yeah, of course. So these agents, right now, for simplicity, we're using one LLM. But in reality, in real world setting, you'll be using multiple ones. One is better in code, one is better in, creativity. Other is good in videos, and you compose all of these, ones to get you some certain output. Yes?
Do you foresee like LLMs for actually prompting?
Actually, a lot of prompts. For example, there's a model called View 3 from Google. Have you seen it? Have you seen these amazing, videos that that are generated? Okay, where do you think people write the prompts from? They prompt Gemini to say, hey, write a creative prompt for a cinematic, scene that does X, Y, and Z. And it's going to give you this huge prompt, right? Copy it, paste it to the other LLM, and now the LLM gives you what? Right? Why? Because the LLM knows how to write that very perfect prompt for a cinematic scene. Does that make sense? And that's called chaining. That is called what? Chaining. Sometimes within the LLM, sometimes what? From an LLM to another LLM. Chain of thoughts, right?
And that LLM file contains all of that.
Subhanallah. Yes. But how do you create that file? That's why they're paying people $100 million to snatch them from OpenAI to the super intelligent team on Facebook. Right? Yes.
So there are multiple LLMs, right? ChatGPT.
Yeah, GPT-4, O1, you have the thinking models, you have the one-shot model, you have like multiple LLMs. Actually, every week, every day, probably, we're getting one or two out. Yes.
But the outputs, are they?
Some of them are open source, some of them are closed source. So the GPT of the world are actually closed, like the OpenAI ones, and then the Meta of the world is actually open source. When we say open source, it's not the code that created this is open source. No, it's the file itself that you download. The file I showed you in the beginning, the 140 gigabyte, yes. And if you open it, it's a bunch of numbers, about 70 billion decimal numbers, that somehow when you map them together with embeddings, you do multiplication with transformers, it gives you the answers that you see and all these creative stuff. Yes?
Yeah, I don't want to sidetrack too much, but what's the advantage to them for
Open source? They own, guess what? Google, for example, now you're using all of these services to get this up and running. For Meta, they own the ecosystem, the Llama ecosystem. They make money from the ecosystem, they open source that one. Yeah. Just like Linux, right? Yeah, you can use Linux, but then if you use Red Hat Linux, it's production ready.
But the outputs are mostly
The same. Yes, of course you have to do, depends on the prompting. Now the secret is in the prompt. Your prompt is your code, is your secret sauce, right? Yeah. Any questions? Yes.
For these agent classes that are being provided by Google, do they have access to the hyperparameters of the LLM as well, like temperature and top K? Or?
Yes, and we will do that. You can actually You can specify that if you want, yes. Again, we gave it the instructions. Okay, these are the constraints. Do this, do this, do that. And then you'll see the output. It will craft a plan based on the instructions that you gave it. Not only that, we empower it with what? With Google search. Because remember, the LLM has a cutoff date. It will not know what are the current events that are happening. We're saying, hey, you have Google, go use Google search and get the latest information from the internet. And it supposedly do that. But realize what we say here. We say return plan in markdown format, meaning in English. In the markdown, meaning it's readable, in a readable format. But later, we will do it in JSON. Because why? Because we want to feed it to the app, and the app accepts it in what? In the JSON format. And you tell the LLM, hey, give it to me in the JSON. It does it in the JSON. Give it to me. Back in the days, in my days, you have to write a function, a parsing, and good luck, in 2-3 days. Now, it's so easy. Okay.
Since you mentioned it, so do you think that would affect like the Hollywood industry?
It's already affecting. No. Yeah. Now they bring Tom Cruise. They take 360 out of him. They hire him for like 5 days, and sign all the licenses. We don't need you for 4 or 5 months. We can get all the shots that we need. I don't know if you saw the latest movie. He's like on an airplane. Now you can write a prompt, and you have to have very good assets. Meaning they have to bring him in the lab. They have to take like 360 for that particular scene, and now he doesn't have to do these dangerous stuff with certain prompts and some good tooling and post processing. Yes, they can get something very realistic. Yeah. Good? All right. This is the fun part. And if I finish this today, this is more than enough. This is the most important thing. Now, we deployed our first code for the agent. Now, let's test it. Let's see how it looks. I want you to copy this command and go to the terminal. And this is the dev kit. Remember I told you there's a UI for these agents where you'll be able to test them and work with them. That's exactly what Agent Development Kit will do it for you. If you're not using Agent Development Kit and you're using your own code, you'll probably have to use something like Gradu or Streamlit to actually have a UI where you write your commands that goes to the agents and write back. But Google Agent Development Kit has done it for you. Okay, it's running, and you see this code here? You see this URL? You see this one? Just hover on it and click follow link. And it'll take you to this beautiful UI. Well, from now on, you'll be using to test and evaluate your agents. If you see this, raise your hand. Only 2 people? What happened?
It's taking its time.
It's taking its time. 3. I was ordering my tea, and the person is like, oh, what do you guys have? I said, I have a workshop. He said, how long? I said, it's about 2 hours and a half. He said, oh, you ordered medium. Get the large one. I said, okay. So I think he's right. I'm almost half, So do you see this? Yes? Okay. So click here. You'll see the agents. You'll see our 4 agents. The only thing is we just have code for this one. If you try the other ones, they're not working, right? We just have code for this one. So let's go ahead and test it. Click on Planner. Once you click on Planner, you'll see all the things that we said. We said the Agent Development Kit doesn't just give you ability to build the agents and connect them to tools, but also give you everything else, like the runtime, the sessions, the state, all of that stuff around the agent, right? And the evaluation, and we'll get to there. But this is the window where you interact with your agent. So go ahead and copy the first command for the agent, which is here. Search and plan something in Seattle for me this weekend. Click on it and paste it here. And as you can see later, you'll be able to upload what? Videos, attach, like talk to it, or even attach documents to search for it. And all of this is in interacting with Gemini. Yes.
This is just for testing.
This is for testing. Now think about it. This is your command. Your command can go to the LLM directly or can go through your code, the planner, get more instructions, get more tools, and then go to what? To the LLM. So this wrapping around the LLM is my agent. And whoever cracks the best behavior of the LLM through agents are making money nowadays.
How do you know your product?
Exactly. The more you know about your domain, right, the better outcome you will get out of it. Mm-hmm.
The LLM, is it any way it can be updated, like
Yes,
every
yes.
day, one time?
Yes, every time, I think Gemini, for example, every every 2 months, 3 months, they come up with the next iteration of it. And usually it's multiple folds better. You can either upgrade, but you need to be careful because you build systems on the top of it. So if everything is working, you don't have to upgrade. If things are shaky, then you probably have to update the LLM for that particular function. But if you go on and update the LLM, that a lot of functionalities is dependent on it, just like any library, right? It might break some stuff. So you have to be careful. You have to test. You have to have evaluations. You run them. If you get the desired output, then you upgrade. Yes.
So right now, when we put that code in, right, the agent, when we created that agent, so now that agent is set up for us, and then we're prompting the agent itself, right, not the LLM.
No, we're prompting the agent, and the agent. Remember when we look here, guys. We told the agent use this LLM. So the base for the agent is the LLM for reasoning. But then I gave it all the instructions, I gave it all the tools, right? And ADK is managing that relationship between me, the agent, and the what? But later, I want agents to talk to each other. That's A to A. This interaction between my agent and the Google tools is happening with what? MCP. And we'll show you how is that done. This Google search is part of the ADK, so the MCP is already built in. But we will create some tools, which is like pasting and copying through the APIs, and we will wrap them around MCP so that ADK can interact with them. Again, don't worry if all of these are too much, but this is the reality. This is where software engineering is going.
Now, question: if I'm not using the free one, how much do you charge me now?
$5. If you kill it by the end of the session.
I see.
Actually, $3.50. I tried it. If you don't kill it by the end of the session, you'll be charged more than that.
So how to kill it? That's the question.
There's a step called cleanup. You can, if you're worried, go ahead and do cleanup now, and it'll just clean up everything for you. Or just delete your. No, not agent. Your credit card. And let Google, find you. Okay, everything is good? Okay, so let's run the first command and see what we get as an output.
Yeah, it asks for the date.
Okay, it asks you for the date, right? Remember, we give it instructions. We said, number 1, plan, and then ask for the date. So how do you ask for the date? Go and paste the second one. This weekend, and I enjoy food and what? Anime. And then it'll ask you for the third question, which is suggest a date. And put July 12th. What's the date today? 19. Put today if you want. Use Seattle so that you can see consistent output. But then later you can use anything else. You can use Canton. I doubt you'll see a lot of events, but inshallah. You're getting the output? Do you get the output in a markdown? Looks like lists and everything looks, right? Try to read through it, see if it's actually doing something. Is it really planning something, or will you really go with this plan or not?
I did something different, like outdoor activities and hiking, and then just stopped. Didn't
Yeah,
respond.
because it was just asking you exactly what you need to do. This is not going to go anywhere.
Okay.
But it gave you the plan, right?
No.
Okay, so refresh.
It says it's gonna give me the plan, but
It's okay. Refresh again. Use the planner. Do it again.
okay.
Follow the commands. Where's yes, follow the commands.
Here?
No.
No. It's,
In the UI.
Yes, Seattle Arab Festival.
It found Seattle Art Festival. Okay.
Dates.
Try searching for Detroit.
No. Just copy.
Copy what?
اطلع على instructions.
Yeah,
This
copy
one.
that.
This weekend.
Oh, this weekend. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
And then the third one.
It's giving us Washington events.
Okay. If you say, because you said, show me in Seattle, right?
Oh, I see.
That was the prompt.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I told you, if you write Canton, it's not going to give you anything. No, just joking. We have a lot of events in Canton. We'll create some, inshallah. Okay, so what are these things? So we have events. As you can see, it's actually recording every single interaction with the agent is called an event. And you have the short memory in a session and the long memory. The whole interaction with the agents will be also saved as a long memory. And today, the research in agents is actually in the short memory and long memory. Do you guys remember one day, 2 months ago, ChatGPT decided every question you ask will consider everything you've written before? Do you remember this day? Okay, ChatGPT said, hey, if you're using ChatGPT, at least the free version, with every question you ask, we will consider all the questions you've been asking since the last 2 years. Meaning they will not just look at the session memory, they will look at the what? At the user memory. Why? Because they believe the more you know about the person and his preferences, the more what? The better the answers will be. And this is called context that will be sent to the LLM.
Are they still doing that?
So there's an algorithm.
Huh?
Are they still doing that?
Yes, until today. And you've already consented some way or another. So, unfortunately. All right. So, again, we designed the agent. We developed the agent. Now we need to what? Evaluate and test, right? We tried Seattle. Let's try New York, Boston, and see how that will work. And our friend here, what's your name? Hisham. Hisham said, can I play with the temperature of the LLM? Yes, you can. And that's what we're going to be doing. The temperature mean when the LLM gets me the next token, when it answers my question, how creative it should be. Meaning, every time you ask a question, for example, the best teacher in the world is? Astaghfirullah. So, in the context of this class, it has to be me, right? But there's also a probability. It could be Haris. It could be anyone, right? There's a probability. So if you say the temperature is high, meaning be creative. You don't have to go with the highest probability. You could go with the second, and then everything else will be trickled down. Now that's how you play with the temperature. So let's try and see what's going on. So I want you to go to the evaluation here. Go to eval. And under the eval, that's a file. You will see Boston, you will see NYC, and something else. You might see it, you might not. So let's try Boston. And follow the instructions. It'll tell you, put the response match score to 0.3, and then the tool trajectory average score is 1. And see what's going to come out. It should say pass, pass, pass. So same instructions you gave it, it just changed, the city.
What's the response match?
Here. Response match 0.3, which is very low, which means that it will what? It should pass. Are we good? All right. And then once you finish, just go and run evaluation. You see here, it says run evaluation. Go ahead and run evaluation, and you'll see pass next to Boston. So it does the same thing, but for Boston. And then do the same thing for New York. Untick Boston, take Boston out, and do New York. And with New York, I want you to change the response match score to 0.7. and it'll tell you fail. Click on fail. It'll show you the actual response that you got from the LLM and the ideal response that the evaluator has put here. So it's kind of like it does a score matching, and it tells you, no, it didn't give us exactly what we were asking it to do. This is how you evaluate your output from these prompts. Yeah, remember I told you the evaluation, when you deploy an app, you will have like ideal responses, just to evaluate, like, hey, if it at least matches this format and it looks similar to this, then that's what I'm expecting from it. If you change the LLM, you change instructions, still, you want something at least close to this one. And that's the score, like how similar you want it to be. Yeah, when we downloaded the app, that was actually the evaluation file was uploaded already. So we're just running it. But in reality, you will be developing that as well.
You saw the Musk AI system last week when they made it like recreated.
Yeah.
And it just said, there's something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Make it like
They just made it super creative. So Grok, last week, yeah, Musk opened up, the creativity too much.
or the honesty of the
Oh, probably the honesty. But wallahi, I'm really wondering, like, the new systems are dependent on this. And whoever controls these models control the world. All of our software will be deployed on such, platforms. It's scary. So, I mean, it's already scary. We're using Google and everything for everything else. So if they decided they want the world to go a certain route, it'll go a certain route. So inshallah, one day, one of us will do their own stuff. Why not? Yeah, we have the experts. We have people like Amjad bin Saad, the Replit guy. If you go to his Twitter, he's very vocal. He was on Joe Rogan show, and he was very vocal about Palestine, about, I'm against the matrix. I don't care about what people think of me. I don't want, Zionist investors to be on my cap table. I don't care. I'm just with the truth. And he's right. He's doing it. Inshallah, we'll have more strong people like him, doing it. Inshallah, I'm arranging something. Maybe, Haris, we can bring him one day, inshallah, to come and talk to people. Why not? Yeah, evaluation is everything. If you're not if you're not building, so why OpenAI is better, they have better models than other companies? Because number one, the data they fed to these models are super clean. That's why you have someone like Mark Zuckerberg buying a company like Scale.ai. Have you heard of Scale.ai? Right? For $14 billion, just half of the company. Why? Because they label the data in the world. They make sure that this data is verified and clean. Not only that, they also build these evaluation metrics, right? So the input has to be clean and the output has to be validated, because these are LLMs. They just spit out stuff. You want to make sure it's not hallucinating, it's following certain guidelines. And who puts this? The industry leaders, the one who knows that this is a CPA will tell you if the output of the LLM is actually ready to be filed for tax or not, right? So they will put these evaluation metrics, or they build these files. That's why a company like Writer, I don't know if you have Writer.ai, May Habib and Wissam al-Sheikh, okay, two good friends of mine, they hired doctors from Harvard, Stanford, doctors, to write their evaluation and to write the content, because they don't take public data. They build their own content, they build. That's why one day, if a law comes out and say public data is proprietary, then these OpenAI, Gemini will be screwed. And a company like Writer will be safe, because they build their own content and they build their models based on their content. Okay, next. Now, we want the output not to be in Markdown, as you saw it. We want to change it and make it, output it in JSON. Why? Because we said the app is in JSON, so we'll do that. So go ahead and copy this. And go to your code. And here, paste where it says Markdown, just say it, return your response in a JSON object. As you can see here, your code here said return plain markdown, delete this, and replace it with this. With this, with the whole thing here. This one statement will be replaced with this. And I'm giving it instructions to give it to me in JSON, and this is the structure, the structure of the JSON that needs to be coming down. Make sure, again, make sure, and I've seen students doing something wrong. Make sure that it's inside agents, inside planner, inside agent.py. By the end of this step, inshallah, we will be done deploying the first agent. I think we'll take a break, and probably you guys can go and continue on your own, but I'll be available, inshallah, for those who wants to continue, because I think we're a little bit above our time due to the difficulty in the beginning. But the next steps is going to be just the same. But I don't want you to copy and paste. I want you to sit down, read, try to understand what it does, and ask me. All right, and then I want you to kill the terminal, meaning go back to the terminal, click on Control-C, Control-C, and it will say aborted, and you'll see the terminal back. And then run the command again, because you just modified the code. Run this command again. And when you run it again, you should see something like this. I mean, you should see the URL, the local URL that you saw earlier. Click on it. Either you hover on it and then it'll show you. Either you hover on it, also follow the link, or Control and then click. Select the right agent, which is planner that we just modified. Ask it this question: plan an event Boston this weekend with art, and it should give you an answer. Make sure you're not opening the old one here. This is the new one. And it should give you an answer in JSON, as you will see here, not the markdown that you had. If it doesn't give you JSON, you need to know that you pasted it in the wrong place. So you should see an output like this in JSON. If you see the JSON one, raise your hand. Okay, 1, 2. Is it in JSON? Yes.
I had a question.
Yes.
So for this JSON object, you're returning it because of your prompt, right? It's not exactly like a parameter within the function.
No. Because I told it, make sure that the output is in JSON.
Okay, so if you write your code based on retrieving the JSON objects, then wouldn't like your AI still like hallucinate and then you get an incorrect response and like you could probably get like a seg call somewhere?
The more specific instructions you give it, the more specific the answer will be. Yes, there is a slight chance that it might hallucinate and give you a wrong structure and your downstream functions will break.
So there's a little bit of like randomness.
Yeah, of course. But again, you're trying to minimize that randomness with tools, with instructions, detailed instructions, right? Validation, output. Don't go to the next step unless there's a step, right?
So
All of that.
If I had like a program that's expecting like a number, right, and like 5 zeros, right, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then like it returns like 5 O's instead, right? That would potentially like if I receive.
Yeah, but you'll run it through also some other validators.
That's true. Yeah.
Right? Just treat it as if you're working with a user.
Right.
And how would you validate that user's input?
Good question.
Good?
Yeah, it's good, but why did I have to put so many inputs? It was demanding a date.
No, this is the instructions I gave it.
Right. Oh, okay.
In the instructions, you can go and modify the instructions.
Okay.
You can just say one prompt and then I'll give you everything you need.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're good? Alhamdulillah. Are we getting more with why?
No, so this is great. Actually,
It gets better and better as
you're right. The creativity part is now.
Exactly. That all was just setting up the environment. We're good? Okay.
Normal for it to miss the top level key, like it doesn't have the fund plan.
That's fine because I just said it's here. Everything is here.
No, the fund plans, I think that's the list key. I think it just jumps straight into the objects. See, it says in the instruction, the object should contain a top level key.
It didn't give you that?
Yeah,
Can you run it again?
Cut off, or maybe it's yeah, I can run it.
Yeah, I might go back and try to see what's. Did you paste it in the right place? Yeah, go down. You see, return.
Yeah.
Return. This was supposed to be.
Oh, did I copy it wrong?
Yeah, this was supposed to be replacing. If you go all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. This is supposed to only change this one. So make sure
line,
that.
Right?
Yeah, just this line.
Yeah, that's what I.
After 6, it should be that.
Yeah.
Check.
That's what I did here.
After 6, yeah. Interesting. Again, you need to do some debugging.
Yeah.
Just save it again. For some reason, it's not showing.
Yeah,
But you see, there will be always some randomness, so you need to perfect it. Yes.
So to delete this خلاص نعمل clean up.
Oh yeah.
So just copy all these.
Yes.
Okay.
You're good to. All right. Okay. So let's iterate over some concepts, very important concepts. The first one, a session. What's a session? Who can tell me what's a session? What's a session? It's here. It's written. Read it. Summarize it. Tell me.
One continuous session. Prompting that.
So when you're interacting with the agent, that's called a session. A state is where is it? Like, did it take the variable or not? Like the short memory. The memory is the long memory, like the whole interaction that happened with a particular agent. The event, if you go back to the development kit, you'll see a lot of events. How many times you asked it, how many times you interacted with it. This is all registered with an ID and everything so that you can refer to it from time to time. Okay, and then now you will go and copy the second code, planner, client. All right, go to agents, planner, and planner client. Copy this one. This one will basically it's to manage the interaction with the agent. This is our second agent. So the first one was the planner, and this is the planner agent for the MCP. So remember, MCP will have server and client. We're creating the client that will interact with the server we will create in the next step.
Do I have to delete whatever there?
No. It says here, to create simple client script, invoke the planner agent programmatically. So go under planner, not agent.py. There's another file called planner client. Here. You see agent? There's something called planner client.
Yeah, but there's code inside.
Yeah. So it says clearly, it says under the import. So you see import. Under the import, do that. Read instructions.
We listen.
Yes.
The project structure that you have, is it important to have like these specific files?
These are the best practices. Yes.
But when you go back to when you interact with the agent in the other window, it's important to have these files in that like structure.
Yes.
So that you can see the agent's.
Exactly. So that when you invoke the ADK, it follows that that structure.
Are these auto-generated by any chance? Like, is there an option for it to like auto-generate? Because we just closed the repository, right?
Yes.
But like, if you were to create a new kind of project and you didn't have like pre-existing
there's a lot of templates that you can find online that you can use to start, building these agents. Okay, did you create this? Once you're done, go ahead and run it.
Do I have to kill the other one, Control C?
Yes, once you run these commands. So after this step, I'll tell you congratulations. You've finished your first agent. You deployed it. You tested it. You evaluated it. And now you also created the MCP client that you will be using of it. Now in the next step, you'll create the MCP server, right? You'll see how it's written. Again, it's just code after documentation, the protocol. After that, you'll build 2 more agents. So you have the MCP agent, you have the agent that we just, the planner, and then you'll build the platform interaction and the workflow. And then you'll build the A to A server. Similarly, you'll be just copying and pasting, following the same instructions, the environment. My advice to you, because it's almost 5:30 and we were supposed to finish at 5. I'm gonna leave you here, but my advice to you, finish tonight if you can. Because if you wait for like a day or two, first of all, your credits are gonna go away. Well, no, that's not the $5. That's the $300. So you're good, but just make sure you finish it as soon as possible. Number 2, I'll share my email and my phone number. You can call me, you can email me. I'm always at MCWS. You can chat with me. Hey, I'm stuck here. I'll be more than happy to support, inshallah.
I got an error with the second one.
Which second one?
I mean the second script, the second command, not this one. If you scroll.
This one?
No, that's the second one.
This one?
Yeah.
No, that's no. You should not see anything. This is just the agent will be running. This is an output. You don't have to copy it. Yes. Once you run this, just observe. Right? Just observe. It says.
Sorry, go ahead. You done?
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the cleanup that you said we should do?
Okay, the cleanup. Because you have your credit cards. I don't want you to make a dua against me. Okay? Cleanup, it's easy. You'll reset the environment variable. You will delete the agent engine. That's where all the agents are hosted. Right?